We're here, it's the finals. Alucard and Wild Anaconda versus Problems and Spooty, who have a 1-0 advantage in this. I probably should put that on screen. Yeah, I think I will. Anyway. If they win on the left side again, this is over. If the right side wins, then we're gonna have to schedule another match. They've already lost, and they lost to this team, actually. It was this team that beat them. They lost one time. It just happens to be this team. It didn't have to work out that way, but it did end up working that way. So this is a rematch that we saw before, and they cannot afford to lose again. This whole thing is coming down to this game here, and we got some bombs out of the tree for both teams, while an Uncle check early on Alucard. Not getting much for it. Yeah, that escape area didn't pay off too well here. Yeah, it's true. Most of the people in the lower bracket were defeated by this team. Who made it to the end? There's the bow. We found that in the Sanctuary. Both teams have that. Easy find. So that's going to open up some pretty interesting places to go. The Eastern Palace can be completely done. This was an SRL generated seed, so I don't actually have any spoiler log for it, so I'm coming in blind as everyone else. Don't even have the option. So I gotta pay attention and see if I can figure out where these pendants are. Is Eastern Palace a crystal, and are we gonna see people do it?
I guess we'll figure it out in 5 minutes.
How you doing, Psych? Welcome aboard.
Hello, hello. So yeah, do you have a side stream so that I can
Yes.
view it off?
Let me get that up there.
Alright.
We were right at the beginning of this thing. We're 2 minutes in. All we have so far is the bow, not really anything else of interest.
Well, bow for a first item is always good, at least. Means you have a weapon.
Yeah, we can get one dungeon done here. It would appear that Anaconda has a sword. I didn't see him get that, but his tracker says he does. No one else has one. There's the flute. And the shovel, alright. The hammer. Now we got some items. Okay, between the bow and the hammer, we got some options. Ether.
So far, that village seems pretty loaded. And one pearl.
Just one missing ingredient here for Dark World access.
Yep, all we need is gloves. Oh, boots what for the bottle merchant.
It seems like there's plenty of rupees to go around for that. I expect both teams to have those boots real soon. We gonna see Wild Anaconda pick them up right now, I imagine. Yes, we will. Boots for all. It's boots time.
Alright, now hopefully this is gonna be a good seed.
Alucard needs to grab another 9 rupees. But I don't think he's gone into the Western Cave yet. There's 10 in there for free, easy, so should be fine.
Yeah, and there was 50 rupees in one of the chests too.
That shovel can be checked right away as well. No reason not to knock that out while you're in the village. At least one person.
Yeah, I can already see that the green team is pretty much splitting up right now. It's just like Spooty Biscuit is immediately down into the swamp area in order to check out what's going on, while Problems check out the rest.
We had a bomb capacity on the library, which they, it's rare, but you do have access with the boots. Hardly ever get to get that item right away. A lot of rupees in the racing game. Maybe worth the time to get them. Wild's not going for it.
I mean, who knows? Maybe it's gonna be the time where Zoro actually pays off.
I like to carry around 100 so I can do whatever I want. You got the digging game, you got the Palace of Darkness. Even if you don't do Zora, you're gonna get a little bit of cash. In the digging, we found the hook
Oh
shot.
my god!
We can't
Wow,
use that
this
for...
front loaded.
That has no value until we find those gloves, but once we do, that mountain and Tower of Hera will be accessible. Currently, it doesn't do anything. People get excited about the hookshot, but it really doesn't do anything without the gloves. You need to be able to get to the mountain somehow. I guess the flute can get you up there, actually. So.
Yeah, they can. They have the flute.
Yeah, that's right. So they actually can do some stuff with that. Tower of Hera and Eastern Palace can now be completely cleared.
Yeah, as long as basement is not required, because right now they still don't have a fire source.
The hookshot also lets you do a nice little glitch there and get this chest early. Pretty handy. I believe I have the option to listen to game sound from Wild Anaconda, so I'm going to do that. Hardly ever get that option. There we go. He's the only one I can do it for, unfortunately, and I hate to do that, but I think it adds to this, and it's nice that somebody mixed out their audio.
Yeah, it's definitely an alternate take on how the race is showcased.
Absolutely. It'll help me identify which dungeons are pendants and pedestal or crystals too, because it's hard to see during the map checks. I don't know if either team checked. There's the fire rod in the hype cave there. That's all it's going to be though, and they got plenty of rupees, so they're good on that front.
Just like, as soon as they get the gloves, holy shit, the seed is pretty much gonna be almost all accessible.
We've come a long way. This has been 70 games in almost here, this finals, and people have been talking about it in the chat. It's true. The team on the left, undefeated as they were, pretty much are the reason why the lower bracket semifinals, quarterfinals teams, all of them were there. They had beaten everybody, including Wild Anaconda and Alucard, so they're here for a rematch. They need this win. They're already 0-1 in this battle. Just because they did beat the entire lower bracket, and you gotta give them something for that. But they need to take down this undefeated team, and they need to do it twice. So, if they win here, we'll still have another match left. The absolute final. If they don't, then it's over. Problems and Spooty will just remain undefeated and just take it.
Yeah, so far they've pretty much been bulletproof in this whole tournament.
Really strong 2-on-2 strategies from Problems and Spooty.
Okay, so they don't have the sword yet. For some reason, Wild Anaconda's tracker shown a sword, but he doesn't have it.
Yeah, I didn't think he did. There's some fake flippers action from Alucard there. They do have the hammer, so they can do Tower of Hera with that without too much trouble. I expect both teams to just clear out that entire mountain soon. You do need the lamp for the old man, but these players don't.
Yeah, Problems IRL already escorted the whole man out, and it was unfortunately worthless.
Yeah, it's a little bit tricky without a sword to even light your path, but if you know it, you know it.
Yeah, at least he had the hook shot, so at least you can shoot the hook shot in the dark in order to get a feel for where the walls are, and...
Alucard is doing the ghost, the Jesus walking here, the water walking thing where he can get these chests.
I love that glitch.
He's probably gonna go see Zora now with the money he's got and take a look at the ledge and see if that's worth anybody's time. Looks like it.
Yep.
Now, he can't get the item on the ledge without actually owning the flippers. He can just look at it. Now, there are ways around that. I'm not familiar with them. I've only seen one player do those ways.
Okay, so ledge is not worth it.
It's a really powerful technique here. Check out Zora. Is it worth it? Do we got a scam on our hands or not? We do. Swipes 20 cents. All right.
Remember, whenever something is worth $500, it's not always worth it.
Well, that drains the bank account. Wild Anaconda's having trouble in the dark. Now, this is an issue because the game will save you here. He made it. I got stuck in there one time, and the game absolutely would not... Like, if you save and quit, you're gonna save and quit right back to Old Man. Will he survive? Oh, jeez.
Ooh, alright, there we go.
Oh, and he's going for it. He's not gonna heal. He's going all the way.
Yep, we need heals.
We see one player checking the bottom of escape while the other two are doing, maybe we'll see Spoody do the rest of escape as well, actually.
Yeah.
There's the net in Pinnacle Rock there, Spectacle Rock.
I mean, escape can be fully cleared, and with Fire Rod, he can circumvent, like, the problems of navigating the rooms in the dark by lighting the torches, so therefore he's gonna be able to see in the dark.
That dead rock almost got you.
Yeah. I think with Green Tunic, it's a full heart of damage.
Well, Anaconda's about to get his heal in here. There's the lamp in escape.
Oh!
All these problems are going away right now.
Yep. And Spooty is, of course, going to find it too. Yeah, right now it's pretty much neck to neck. Everybody is currently doing pretty much the same exact thing. It's like Problem IRL is a little bit further ahead in his own exploration of the mountain, while Alucard is further ahead in the escape.
We don't see anything of value in the top of the mountain here, but we can go on over to Tower of Hera. We're going to see a bomb jump here to skip the bottom floor. Problem's already in Tower of Hera, finds the small key. Gotta find out real soon if he needs to use that fire rod or not in here. And he doesn't have mana for it, but there is mana in the room, so that's not an issue.
Yep, a full mana potion too. Oh, basement is required. Oh boy. Also, I didn't even check out. Was Tower of Hera optional or mandatory? I guess we'll figure out really soon.
Yeah, I haven't seen the map. I think one of the players opened it up, I'm not sure. I imagine both teams have at this point. It's hard to track that. Sounds like it's mandatory to me. Crystal Tower Hera.
Yep, it is.
This is version 27. You won't see much difference in that, I'll say, but even though I say that, we did see a difference in one of the races already with the bow placement.
Yeah. Palace of Darkness definitely seems to have some issues.
They unlocked it so that it can even more have opportunity for the bow to be in there.
Yeah, but there was like a really weird situation where somehow in the seed it turned out that Moldor, not Moldorm, but Elmazor had a key, so therefore if you wasted one of the keys on one of the other chests, or not chests, but doors, then you could just lock yourself out of the dungeon altogether.
Yeah, gotta fix soft locks like that. We see a death warp by Problems. He just doesn't have the mirror yet, so he takes a death. To get back to the front of the...
I think Spoody also did the same thing earlier in Hyrule's Castle.
It looks like Wild's setting himself up for it as well.
Hey, sorry I'm late, I'm here.
How you doing?
Hello.
It's our finals match.
Right.
Possibly one of two.
Yep, it all depends on if Red Team can get a victory. If they do, we're gonna have a third game. If not, then the tournament is over.
That's right, we're finally here. Here's this death warp for Wild Anaconda as well. We're still looking for items in Tower of Hera. One of them is capacity. We need to find the power gloves, and then we can go to Dark World. Until then, the players are all locked up. And when they get to Dark World, they're ready to go. They have a lot of stuff for exploring it. They got the flute and the hammer and stuff. They can get around really easily.
Yeah, don't have a sword yet, but hey, at this point, it's still just a detail.
If they find the gloves, they will be able to access the Dark World in a couple of places. If they find that they have to do Aghanim, that's really going to get locked up, actually, and they'll only be able to do Palace of Darkness. But they'll be able to do Palace of Darkness completely with what they have, and easily, too.
Yeah.
So that's a good stop anyway.
Problem is they can't do Aghanim without a sword or the bug net.
That's right.
Yep. Yeah,
Well, the
you need
bug
a
net's
sword.
the bug net's been found, but you still have to cut a curtain, so you actually do need a sword.
Yep, you need
Oh, I
level
see.
1 sword at the very least, or the cape, and right now we have neither of these things.
I had a sword that was, I had a seed that was locked up on Aghanim having the sword, and 2 tablets having the other 2 swords, and the last sword was, it was somewhere where I couldn't get it.
Oh,
Like, Aghanim had a sword on the ledge, and I had a sword to go up there, and then the other 2 were on tablets. Had to kill him to get the swords.
What a jerk.
Moldor, I'm getting hammered. It'll only take 3 of these. It's a pain, but it works. It's,
The way to do it.
I don't think the logic will be your friend as far as giving you what you need for fighting him. Like, it might want that. That might be the required move. We might see something in Eastern, though. Eastern can be completely done, and Spooty's in there doing it with Alucard also.
oh, the glove! Spiral cave!
Well, there it goes. Eastern's still a good stop, though, and I expect these players to clear it out. Assuming it's a pendant, then maybe not, but I don't know if it is or not.
At the very least, it seems to have a blue mail.
I gotta try and catch the map when I get a chance. Maybe I could download the seed real quick and take a look. I think I'll do that.
You could.
And while Anaconda is about to get his gloves too.
Love for everybody.
Yep, everybody
Do you-
knows where the gloves are now.
Do you remember where the flute was?
Flute. Where was the flute again? Yeah, wasn't the flute like in the basement or something of Blind's house? I don't really remember. I think the flute was acquired before I got here.
The dam? Chat's saying. I'm gonna
Oh
check
yeah,
a
the
look.
dam! Yeah, that's right, it's the dam.
Well, that's good for me, because I'm loading up a game of this right now. I'm gonna check out the map on the mountain. I'll use that warp to get the other map. And we'll find out where those pendants are. How's that sound? Let's do
Alright.
Let's do it.
We've got a 5th racer.
I'm gonna get some information.
I mean, you're starting with 17 minutes of delay, but you can still catch up.
Okay, so we got crystals 2 and 3 are Desert and Tower of Hera, and red pendant on Eastern Palace for starters, right there.
And Archive Cave seems like a complete bust.
And then there's blinds and swamp. Swamp is the green pendant. Blue is the blinds.
Oh boy.
That's your information.
Swamp
looks like
Green
green
Dungeon,
pendant.
I
Yeah.
always hate whenever that happens.
Yeah, 5 and 6 are Turtle Rock and Palace of Darkness, which is good. That means the Bomb Fairy is very unlikely to have anything. With Turtle Rock being one of the reds, I think that's what you like to see. If it has to be. If it has to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think we already saw all the items in Skull Woods. They suck. Skull Woods is a bust. I'm pretty sure that
Oh,
they were
boy.
just capacity both.
Hmm.
Yeah, at least the dungeon can be cleared.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hard because, hey, 6 hearts
Oh
and
my gosh.
hammer.
Yeah, I mean, it could be cleared, but are the players gonna bother? If it were me, I think I'd feel okay trying to do it, but I feel like also I'd be wasting time because I could just come back later and do it easily.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
probably will
it's not a
check out
huge
like the
player.
rest of probably will check out the rest of the blind town and everything.
I think what really sells it as a waste of time is that you won't get anything for it at all. It's just, you're just getting a crystal that you need and you can get it later. The only time you'd be saving is the run back, and when you're talking about Skull Woods, you're talking about 10 seconds.
Yeah. It's like Skullwoods is like the fastest dungeon to get to in the whole Dark World.
All you need is a fire rod and you can basically blast through it.
Alright, and everybody is pretty much gonna have their gloves.
That puts all of us on the same page.
Okay, yeah, Problems did not even bother with Skullwoods. He's going back there later.
Yeah.
It
That's-
could be feasible, but holy shit, I will not want to fight Motsula with 6 hearts and the hammer.
So we see Problems being in Dark World first. That's the edge that Green Team has right now. Wild Anaconda and Alucard are working on it, but they're still clearing out things that they want in the Light World.
Yeah, Wild Anaconda just got the lamp.
This is the final tier of this, I score. We're here. There is no other tier. This is top tier.
Yep.
This is
We're
the
looking
finals.
at the best players.
We've made it to the
Problems
finals.
Yeah, Problems IRL and Spooty Biscuit have yet to lose a single game, and Alucard and Wild Anaconda only lost once, and fittingly enough, it was against Problem IRL and Spooty Biscuit.
Mm-hmm. It's one of the best of the best.
Didn't seem like there was anything in the hype cave of note. We did have a bottle
Nope.
somewhere that somebody found.
Cave was total garbage.
Yeah, the Dark Hype Cave I think had the red boomerang and then nothing else.
Looks like Alucard's heading towards Palace of Darkness. It's a good... I would certainly do this. It's one of the crystals, and it's got everything that you can do. Talking about clear, but it looks like he might be
where are
checking
you
out...
going?
He needs 10 rupees.
Oh, no.
That's
He
right.
No,
needs
actually,
16.
Yeah, he needs 16.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I guess go check out the pyramid and check out what's there.
Yeah, might as well. There's a chance that the pyramid will have a 20 on it or something. That would be actually nice.
Yeah, if it was a big 20, then we don't have any problems going to Palace of Darkness anymore. Your entryway is paid.
Well, hey, you got the
Nope.
shovel. It might be time to dig. It's time to
Pyramid's
dig.
a heart.
Oh, God.
Pyramid is not a big 20. They're gonna have to dig. Spooty just picked it up. It was
it's
a
a
big
full
heart.
art.
Spooty with his 5 hearts. Yeah, I can see why he'd pick that up. Man, it's time to dig. Gotta get that cash. See, this is Zora's fault. Zora took all of Alucard's money.
Because,
What a
yeah,
scam.
Spooty is about to go into Palace of Darkness, and yeah, he's got more than enough cash.
Man, it's almost at this point worth it to just have Alucard do something else, and Wild Anaconda can go that way. This is hurting him.
he's
Zora's...
going- yeah,
Zora really is hurting him real bad.
Looks like Alucard's gonna go for the catfish.
yeah,
Yep.
I mean, hopefully he'll have a big 20.
I mean, I hope he'll have something better than that. If you're doing the catfish, you want to find something nice. Ideally,
Yeah,
you
but-
find like Titan Mitts or something here, and you'd be happy about the mistake. Then.
Oh, blue mail on the tree guy.
That'll be the other upgrade.
Catfish.
Right,
Heart piece.
come on.
Nope.
It's like somehow a big 20 would have been better here than a heart piece. That's
It really
like the
would've.
worst possible price.
Well, Spooty's in Palace of Darkness instead. Find a key at the start. It doesn't matter though, because with the bow and hammer in hand, we can just... Every chest is accessible, so... Very nice place to
Yeah.
visit. You got the lamp. There's no problems here. It won't even be hard for them. They both have the blue mail. They're not gonna have a hard time here. The only thing they're really missing from Vanilla is the sword, but they have the hammer in its place.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
at
the hammer
least
will
it
be fine.
mitigates the problem a little bit. But a sword is always nice. Though.
Even then, it would just be the fighter sword, so it really wouldn't be super great over the hammer, I would say.
Spooty's in Palace of Darkness. Problems is doing blinds. Blinds is a pendant. Problems is taking that risk, expecting some reward from it. Doesn't look like he's found anything yet.
Yeah, but
Nothing
that said,
especially
there's
good.
still a couple of chests left.
Yep, one of these is a key. So he's got 2 items left to get here. Still no mirror, so navigating Palace of Darkness I find to be pretty obnoxious. I like to
Yeah.
mirror a lot in there.
To go all the way out.
Yeah, at this point it's better like to pretty much plan the course which is going to make it so that you're gonna have to backtrack as least as possible. So just end up like getting that key from that bottom part which teleports you to the right wing of the castle, and then finally you go back there by going through the path that Spooty's going through right now.
Problems grabbed Blind first because she had the key to that chest. You don't have to grab her first if you have the key in advance. Now we're going to see a show from Problems here because he's got 3.5 hearts, and it's time for this boss. He has no technique to do it easily with. He has to use the hammer.
Yeah.
So Good luck. I would die.
That'd be rough.
Yeah,
This is gonna
fighting
be-
blind with the hammer is really hard.
And Blind has the last item.
Took a hit already. Took 2. Oh no.
Yep.
All eyes
going
on
down.
problems. See if he can flawless the rest of this. He needs 6 more hammer hits.
Yeah, 6
First
more
phase
hits.
down.
Without
Blind.
getting hit once. Nope.
Nope.
Blind took
there
him
it is.
down with-
Laser.
Well, that's not too helpful because he didn't get anything out of the dungeon, and he died to Blind. When Red Team inevitably goes in there, they're not gonna have trouble because they're gonna be loaded. They're gonna have that blue tunic. They're gonna have whatever else they find.
Yeah, but even then, I don't think a blue tunic will even help against blind because most of the attacks of the boss are the fireballs that it shoots, and
Well-
they deal 1 damage every time.
It'll help because they'll have full health when they get there.
Yeah.
They might
And
find a
then just
dang
all the
sword.
life counts are really low.
I'd like to see something
Yeah.
come out of Palace of Darkness here. I figure it's the dungeon to go to. I figure if I were playing the Seed, I'd assume that Palace of Darkness is #1 stop.
Even the fighter sword would be great here because blind it doesn't matter what sword you have as long as you have a sword.
It would help a
Yeah.
lot.
Number of hits.
It's like at the very least, you could just stick your sword out and poke him in the head, and it will still deal full damage.
Alucard's finding out that Skullwoods has nothing, and he's still looking for that 20 rupees. He's been looking pretty hard for that 20 rupees.
Well, there's a big 20 in Palace of Darkness.
So is the solution to this seed like way deep into the Palace of Darkness, like fighting El Mazor and everything? Because when Palace of Darkness will be done and all, where else can they go?
There's still a few more chests in Palace of Darkness.
Yeah, there's quite a bit of loot left.
Oh yeah. Now we're
I wouldn't
about to
count it
go
out
in the
just yet.
dark. Yeah, we're about to go in the darkness.
Alucard is taking on blinds as well. Here comes an attempt from somebody else, but they have more hearts. They have way more health
Yeah.
going in. They have the blue tunic, so I expect them to get to blinds with, all those hearts and probably have an easy time with the hammer, even just tanking hits. It'll certainly be an
Oh,
easier fight.
Titansmith!
There it is.
Yep. Palace of Darkness pays off.
Both players get it at the same time.
Yep.
Yep. Be real close now.
The annoying thing about Palace of Darkness is that you get a refund on all your money here, where Wild Anaconda is, but only that far in. You have to still pay that up front, and sometimes you don't have the money.
Yeah.
Alright. And Problems is about to be disappointed by Zoro.
Looks like Alucard's saying that blinds is not worth the time, just gambling on it being worthless, and in this case, he's right.
Yeah, did Blind even have an item? Or...
We don't know,
Yeah, nobody's killed blind yet.
but everything else was bad. Problems is about to lose a fortune here. He's
Yep.
gonna be the one looking for 20 rupees all over the place because he's not gonna have money.
Alucard has not found a single rupee.
Now this is gonna hurt
Realize.
Problems because he's gonna have heard that the Titan Mitts are in Palace of Darkness, and now he's 80 rupees short on getting in there.
Yeah!
Maybe he'll get lucky with a dig on the way. That's what Alucard is going to start doing.
I mean, you can usually count on digging to get some money, but it doesn't look like this time. You got a fairy. That's pretty rare. That's good, right? What's a fairy
If
worth in this
only
economy?
could sell.
Fairies are non-negotiable.
Oh my god. Right now, the
Hey!
grounds of Palace of Darkness is not giving any.
There it goes.
All right, now we're moving.
And of course, the second I say that, that's when he finally gets a big 20.
I don't think that the players are up for 2 rounds in a row, but if Red Team somehow wins this, we will definitely do the next match sometime next week. Finally wrap this tournament up. It's been a while, but here we are. Waiting to see. Been waiting for this match.
Yeah, so far, there's no way to tell who's gonna win.
We're about to see the seed get locked up, though, because Titan Mitts hopefully will lead to something else, but if not, I mean, the big thing that unlocks is Mire access, so those 5
Yeah.
chests.
Yep.
And even then, they can only get in if Eater is required.
Yeah, they actually only have access to 2 of the items in there unless they can get through Mire. I mean, I guess they
and
probably can.
What about Dark Death Mountain, though?
That's true.
Yeah,
That's the
Dark
big
Death
one.
Mountain,
A
they
lot of
can
stuff
clear
in
all
there.
of it.
They won't be able to do anything in Total Rock, so you're talking about 6 items there. which isn't as many as it sounds like. It's
Yeah, I didn't
Meyer
even
and
check
Turtle
out.
Rock, really. I didn't see what the boss dropped.
Yeah,
It
it
was
was
hard.
too busy exploding.
Oh, was that a sword?
Looks like it.
Yeah, Spooty has it marked on his tracker now, so... I know Welden kind of has their sword marked as well. I guess I just didn't turn it off.
Yeah.
Problems is on the hula hand glitch to get his money back. That's an easy way to do it.
Yep, there we go. Yeah, knowing this glitch always kind of pays off at some point. I remember when Diabetes will train in order to be able to get into that room consistently. Yeah, let's see the case where it will be useful to master that glitch.
This is that case. This is it.
Yeah.
That certainly saves some time. I mean, you can go grind for money in a couple places. None of it's going to be as fast as that. Anaconda's
also
going to be careful.
nice.
But yeah, only 2 hits and he's dead, but
There you go.
he's kind of got Helmazor locked down.
You can use the hammer on that boss, but arrows are easier.
Yeah, they're the safest way.
Yeah,
It
you
looks
have
like
to
Spooty's
go
going
deep
straight to
in
Dark
his
Death Mountain
face.
here.
Yeah, just like you have to go so deep in his face in order to hurt him with the hammer whenever the mask finally comes off.
So we have King's Tomb, 2 chests in Mire, plus the 2 in the dungeon if they can get in, and 6 up on the mountain there. And that is our extent of chests from the Titan's Mid as far as I can think of right now. They can also access the dwarf stuff and start working on that. 3 of those. It's a pain, but they can do it without the mirror.
Ooh, Master Sword for Spooty.
Yeah, also they could go in Heist Palace if they fake Flipper too. They could clear the entire dungeon.
We're gonna check out what's on Turtle Rock here, see what's open in that. It is Ether.
Oh, alright.
Good choice.
And in the meantime, what's in King's Tomb?
Capacity.
Ah.
Garbage.
Red potion in Turtle Rock, or
Oh,
Dark
so that
Mountain
means
here.
Butterfly Kid can finally be spoken to.
Another heart. I mean, Spooty needs these, so that nothing
Yeah.
up there. That's not really selling it for Dark Mountain much. Master
Yeah.
Well,
Sword's
we got
nice.
the Master Sword that you could at least do. You could do Ganon if, and it ends up being a worst case scenario. What was on the woodcutter ledge?
I didn't see that. I can go check.
Yeah, but considering that nobody's going for it, I'm gonna guess that there was nothing of value.
Yeah, I wouldn't imagine. I mean, I'd put him off too, until right about now, if he had like the ice rod or something. Because there's no reason to rush that if it's not extremely valuable.
Alright, so Spooty Biscuit is about to head to Spike Cave. I think he's got a red potion, so he should be okay as soon as he's gonna get all of his health back from the fairy.
Oh, that'll be tough. He should be able to make it. I've made it with about that many, but it's really close. And the hookshot will help a little bit.
Yeah, he's gonna need the hookshot because otherwise he's not making it through with
Yeah.
that few life.
It's something like between 12 and 15 hearts. 15 being pretty safe walk, and 12 being why you really did a good job walking through here with the hookshot and stuff. He can probably do it, hopefully. I mean, if you don't, you kind of waste a lot of time, so let's see if he pulls it off.
Anaconda finding the flippers in the Misery Mire side room.
So as soon as Mirror can be found, then Swamp will be accessible, but that is if Swamp is even required.
Here's the final stretch for Spooty. This hookshot here matters a lot. He's got it.
Yeah, he's got it. Yeah, there we go.
If you miss that, you're done
Hearts to
for.
spare. All for the
And it
boomerang.
was all for it was all for nothing.
Congrats.
I have a lot of issues with that cave. Usually I use mana, and I hate it because I don't have mana for the cast, and I always end up wishing I did. For opening some door or something. It always messes me up. Alucard takes down that boss, no problem.
Yeah, right now Problems is the only one who still doesn't have a sword yet, but he's working on it.
Anaconda's gonna grab the Master Sword here in a little bit.
That's all he's going to find up there. So, what do we do next? King's Tomb being a bust, is it in Mire, or do they need to do something else? I think the dwarves are a good bet. There's 3 items there. That's a good use of time.
Yeah. What was required from Isrimire?
I didn't see.
I mean, even then, it probably wouldn't be safe to do Mire because they also don't have the red cane, and the chances of it being there are kind of low because there's only 2 items, but...
They could also start doing Ice Palace, because they've got flippers now.
Yep, with flippers available, Ice Palace probably seems like the best possible move.
Yeah, that's a good dungeon. Where do they find the flippers?
Misrimire.
Oh, nice.
The cave.
Yeah, that seems right. I would go to Ice Palace in that case, but Mire could easily have 2 items in it at the start. The boss being in the holdout would be the only thing that would stop them from getting 2 items out of Misery Mire. And even then, they'd still get 1, and they'd know where the big key is for later, so it wouldn't be useless. Ice Palace is pretty likely to be the answer here, though. So Palace of Darkness was the dungeon I thought it would be as far as progress. It's mandatory as heck. Titan Myths to Misery Mire, Flute to Ice Palace, maybe?
Yeah. I'm gonna guess Ice Palace is next in the list.
Bot
We'll
Anaconda.
see soon. Here's chest number 1.
Ah, well, let's go to Mire
there
next.
we go! Speak of the devil, Red Cane.
They're just leaving some breadcrumbs here for us down the road. Now that opens up Turtle Rock too, and they can get into Turtle Rock. It could also be the next step. Unfortunate step.
Oh, yeah. If it's the next step, then oh my god. Then I take back everything nice I've said about the seed. Like,
it's more likely to be the next step than Mire. But Mire can be finished. So I don't see why you wouldn't do Mire first in a 1-on-1 race. But in a 2-on-2 race, maybe you want to send somebody to Turtle Rock. That gamble pays off sometimes.
But even then, I hate going through Turtle Rock without the Ice Rod.
At this point, we're missing the Ice Rod, whatever they need from Mire. I'm assuming they can get into Mire. I didn't see what the medallion was. If it's Quake or something, then they might just be forced to go to Turtle Rock.
Maybe Ice Palace has more items. After all, there's 2 left.
Yeah, that's possible. If the mirror's in here or something, then Swamp might be the next place to go. Even though it's a pendant.
They're gonna have to do Ice Palace regardless.
Yeah, it's required.
I'm hearing that Mire was Quake. If that's the case, then they are definitely not going there yet.
Yep. So Ice Palace and then Turtle Rock and... So every time I see that that bomb jump being done, I always kind of have like shivers on my thing.
There is a method to do it reliably, at least with the Link sprite. I don't know about the other ones.
I've got it down to where I can tell if I'm going to make it or not on just about every sprite, even the soda can. But actually getting it to happen is a little rough sometimes. Sometimes I just can't get that pixel precision that I need.
Yeah, just like I cannot freaking do it. Just like it seems like every time that I attempt it, I overshoot the jump somehow.
The blue cane is the other item in here so far. I don't know if we found a third yet.
Yeah, don't think we did.
Wild might just be going straight for the boss. Nah, he's gonna full clear.
Yeah, he's full clearing it.
Wild is he's showing 1 more chest still on the tracker, so I'm assuming there is 1 more item to find.
Yeah, he skipped a few.
Yeah, there's a chest like 2 rooms beyond where Wild Anaconda is right now.
I don't know if he ever went up to the natural big key location either. Spoody did.
Yeah,
wasn't
Spoody
anything
did.
there.
I don't think it was worth it.
Looks like he is doing that. It looks like he's going back up to check out those last items. He just took a different route than Spoody did. Spoody came in here first, so it's no surprise he's at the boss first. They both have 100%ed this so far. Cold Stare apparently has the last item.
Yep. 2 more chests left, and 1 item is still missing.
The blue cane would have been nice for Spike Cave. That's why. That's what I mean by if you just put those things off till later, you'll have an easier time. So it might save time. I don't know. It really depends. If Spike Cave paid off, though, it would so be worth going there as soon as possible.
Problems, at least, is going to have a really nice time with Ice Pals, because he knows he can just go straight to Cold Stare once you get the red cane.
I think the worst thing is if Blind has the mirror or something like that. That would screw up both teams for a long, long time.
Yeah, but now they have a sword, so they can probably go back and fight him.
They certainly
They got
can.
the sword, they got the blue cane.
But when will
Like,
they?
easy now.
Yeah, after all, blind is not mandatory, so...
He is extremely low on the priorities list, and that Problems was so close to getting him and turn around might really be a big factor. If he actually does have an item, that would be really bad. It would be bad for both teams, but Red Team didn't really explore that dungeon. They took a look. They left after the first 4. So they might be thinking that that's a good place to go to soon. All the players are down here because it's the place to be. This is a pretty linear seed as far as where to go next.
Yeah. Good old V26-27 seed.
Now, Spoody's the first one in on a Cold Stare here.
Yep. Yeah, it's going to be a kind of a...
Now with Blue Mail, this is a little scary because Cold Stare is going to do a ton of damage on contact here.
Yeah. It's like,
Yeah.
I think 3 hearts.
No problem. Spoody brought a bunch of blue potions to handle it just easy. Ah, Tempered Sword. That's not a bad item to find.
Oh, alright.
All the swords are in the Dark World, apparently.
Yeah, that said, now that means Turtle Rock is next, and they don't have the means to fully clear it yet, because...
Man,
Ice
Anaconda.
Sword is still...
Cold
Oh,
Stare is
God.
getting embarrassed here. Now he doesn't have blue potions, so he's looking at a longer fight.
Yeah, and with the Master Sword too, like the longest
2 of them.
possible fight. But yeah,
No
he
trouble.
did pretty well.
That was extremely well done. If he had the Tempered Sword, Cold Stare wouldn't have even moved out of the corner.
Yeah.
It is 12 regular hits per eyeball on that fight with the Master Sword. Problems is doing the same thing here. He's using the hammer, he's mixing it up, doing some bonus damage with that.
That is bold.
He's better
Yep.
be careful with that HP too.
I hate
Yeah, but he
fighting
has
this
a
guy with
potion.
hammer. Thing is, the damage can really creep up on you. You can get comboed from the ice puffs into the eyeballs.
Yep, he's got one of them down. All these players are having an easy time with Cold Stare. It's a rough fight to be forced to do. And you're technically not forced to do it, but it's where the seed seems to be sending the players anyway.
Yeah.
Does win for Problems.
It's time for Alucard to do the same fight everyone
Alucard
else.
does it.
Now he's got
did
the
not
red
control
tunic.
the eyeballs as well, though.
Where did he get that?
Yeah, I
don't
know
know.
that I know that like one of the players ended up getting like a blue mail upgrade before talking to the 3 guys, so not entirely sure where he got the thing. I'm gonna say maybe like
Oh,
oh
With
god,
the red
Alucard
mail.
is in trouble, but at least he has
Okay,
red
he's got a
potion.
potion.
Cold Stare's not claiming anybody today.
Well, apparently the bridge dude had a mail upgrade as well.
Ah, okay, that's where it was. Okay.
Turtle Rock being checked by Wild Anaconda and not going to check out the mire at all.
Yeah.
Well,
Do
Wild
we-
Anaconda would be checking out Turtle Rock if the dead rock was standing right there.
Oh
Get
my
out of the
god!
way,
What is this bad dead rock placement?
you asshole.
We're seeing more out of what you would expect from a Master Sword on Alucard's screen. He's trying to do spins for double, but even so, it's really, really rough to hit those guys to death.
Yeah, and I'm not too sure if you even get like a big boost of damage between like the Master Sword hits and the Tempered Sword hits with that boss, or at least
It's still double.
considering how long it.
It's down to 6, which is really nice. It's more reasonable for sure. But, I mean, 12 was just outrageous. And of course, there's Fighter Sword's Cold Stare. We have to spin 12 times. per
Yeah,
eye.
because he's invulnerable to it. You have to spin, otherwise it doesn't work.
That's the case for me actually using the hammer, even though I don't like to do it. I would use the hammer then. Well, we just got 5 rupees. Turtle Rock already starting off badly.
Big money.
Catfish checked and Dwarf checked by Spooty. First time we're seeing this area.
Yeah, last thing that I did, I ended up being forced to fight Cold Stare with the hammer, and to make matters even more insulting, it's just like, he ended up giving the green pendant, and the green pendant was used in order to get a sword.
A single rupee from the blacksmiths. That is super rude.
Yeah, just like, that's the only time
Thanks for
where
nothing.
Yeah, that's like one of the only times where you get literally nothing out of the blacksmith, and where they somehow steal your money.
If I were Wild Anaconda, I would have taken that death.
Yeah, I will kill myself right now. Will
I
be
hope he doesn't get
faster,
chain
but I
chomped.
guess that he won't. I was gonna say he probably did that in order to get his magic refill, but even then, you get a magic refill at the entrance of the dungeon anyway.
Looks like Problems is also going for the Turtle Rock. Nobody wants to do Mire. Can't say I blame them, but nobody's going that way. Every one of these teams has decided to do the Blacksmiths and Turtle Rock before the dungeon that the game wants you to do.
Well, they can go in Mire, they need Quake.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, they're not getting in there.
What are
I'm
the
just
options,
wondering,
then?
will that blind kill ever come into play, I wonder?
Yeah.
Because if that ends up
Nobody
being Quake
managed
Metal...
to kill them or wanted to kill him, might end up biting people later.
Or if blind has the ice rod as well, that could be really big.
Oh god, that would be like the other worst case scenario.
Apparently Quake's on the island in the lake. Chat spotted it. Which means we need the mirror.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
The mirror is locking up optional swamp, but mandatory mire. Anaconda's just hanging on with 2 health.
Yeah, be careful, because a laser shot is gonna kill him. Okay, there we go.
Dead rocks say no to Spooty.
Oh, no!
Worst enemy in the game.
Yeah, they're so mean.
Is Alucard doing the full chest run? Because that's what it looks like. I don't know if anyone has done that, the purple chest, yet.
I don't think it's been checked out yet.
No, purple chest has been opened. It's, I think it was an upgrade capacity.
Yay.
Nothing exciting.
Oh,
What a
boy.
long journey.
Alright, come on, Wild Anaconda, don't die before you leave Turtle Rock.
Well, if Turtle Rock doesn't pay off, what do we do next?
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure.
There's Desert,
I would
but they can't get in without the mirror.
Yep.
go for the blind
Or the
kill,
book.
honestly.
Yeah, it seems like blind might be the only thing. I can't think of anything else.
I would have at least one person check that just to be 100% sure.
I mean, Skullwoods is completely empty. Oh god, Problems just got messed up in the chain chomp room.
They hurt. They hurt real bad, especially with Blue Mail.
Yeah, 3 full hearts.
Turtle Rock honestly doesn't even feel like a gamble right now. It feels like the only option.
Yeah, but right now I'm still waiting for the payoff because it clearly hasn't happened yet.
It's gonna be at the end,
There
and it's
still
not gonna
is
be
a-
the Ice Rod.
Yep.
It's gonna be a mandatory double down on Turtle Rock. That's what I expect.
Yeah, now it's just time to take our gambles on what is the item that will be in Turtle Rock.
Anaconda has to watch his health in here. It looks like he's going for the
Yeah.
safety.
Yeah.
Alucard's
that's the
killing
safe thing
blind.
to go.
Now, they don't know that Blind's dungeon isn't very good yet. They're about to find out. But we don't know what's on Blind's. If it's the mirror, we're gonna see Red get a huge advantage. It would have been the other way around.
Actually, I think Alucard might just be going for the blind kill. I think he might have come here before.
He did the
Or
first
no,
floor.
never mind.
Yeah,
That's
he did
right.
the first
yeah,
floor and then he bailed.
Anaconda's doing well dodging these lasers. It's pretty tricky to sneak in there without the mirror shield.
Yeah.
Ice Rod! Well, there you
Yeah,
go.
Ice Rod! Oh yeah!
There it is.
So
I
Turtle
mean-
Rock can be cleared, but then it also means there's probably gonna be something else because Ice Rod by itself doesn't open
Ice-
up anything.
Well, there's
after
the
They
cape.
got Ice Rod Magic Cape, so they could check Bumper Cave.
Yeah,
that
Bumper
or
Cave is
something.
now a thing.
Yeah, that's possible.
Yeah, in my last playthrough I did not check out Bumper Cave, and when I saw the spoiler alert, I immediately regretted it. It had a sword.
Well, Trinex is not going to be a hard fight, and it's nice to not have to do this dungeon twice, I'll tell you that.
Yep.
There is the fact that this is a red pendant, or a red crystal. That's both of them, because Palace of Darkness with this will let somebody check the bomb cave, so there's 2 right there. So that's 3 items from Turtle Rock on top of the ones we've seen. And the boss itself might have something too. I'm not sure.
Also, holy shit, Wild Anaconda is going with the stylish kill on Trinix from behind.
No mercy.
Yep, no problem.
Here's our first Trinex kill. Does he have an item? I know we saw the compass.
Well, we're gonna learn in a couple of seconds because he still have to kill the head, but to be fair, the head is kind of trivial.
Killed him on the wall.
Quick kill.
Yeah. The Tempered Sword killing him this fast is still kind of impressive. Nothing else.
Big 20.
There's that 20 rupees we've been looking for.
So yeah, I guess the next logical step now is Bumper Cave, because other than that, Turtle Rock did not unlock anything else.
Well, we're about to see blinds. There's the bomb fairy and there's
Someone-
Bumper Cave.
Someone was saying they checked Bumper Cave and it didn't have anything great.
I would imagine that somebody would. I usually check it after I do Skullwoods, because it's right there. You just gotta take a quick look at it when you're going right. But,
Yeah.
I could see how somebody would
and
miss
blind is dead. Time
Blind.
to see.
Blind,
it.
what
Oh
you got?
no!
The mirror!
Mirror. Oh my god, it was the blind kill.
I can't believe this. Nonsense. I didn't
Yep.
make this seed. This ain't my fault. Problems. His gambit would have paid off so well if he had pulled that off. They'd be wrapping up. They'd have everything.
Yeah,
that
but
was
now Red
huge.
definitely has a huge lead.
Yeah, because Green Team's gonna be looking around the bomb fairy and all that other stuff. They're not gonna know where the mirror is. That's gonna
Yeah,
get them
they're
into
not gonna-
mire.
Yeah, they're not gonna go back and fight blind. It's like, to them, the dungeon was cleared. There was only one item, but what are the chances that there is something good?
That hurts. That's really painful. That was their lead, just got thrown up into the wind. Alucard's checking the bomb fairy too, it looks like.
Yep. But yeah. I mean, it's still early, but I'm gonna predict there's gonna be a round 3 of this.
We only need to go pick up Quake and we're in go mode here, as far as I know. Everybody's
yeah,
good.
And they know where Quake is.
That's right. Alucard's picking it up right now. He's just gonna get moving on dungeons.
Yep.
Yeah, after that, they pretty much got everything.
Yep, there's no reason to check the bomb fairy.
Yeah, it's got nothing. Nothing that we want, nothing that we need.
Silver arrows are missing, but the tempered sword's good enough that they won't even have a hard Ganon fight.
Yeah, it'll be fine for them.
Yeah.
If they can
They
do
still
cold
have
stare
time.
with a hammer, they can do this.
Yeah, they still have time to randomly bump onto it. They might just end up finding it, like, I don't know, in the middle of Ganon's tower, because it loves to put the arrows there.
This all went down because Problems bit off just a little bit more than he could chew with blind on 6 hearts, green tunic, no sword. It was just too much. If he had managed to pull off that, it would have been an incredible fight. If he pulled that off, he would be zooming. They would have had the mirror, they would have been in go mode as soon as they found that ice rod, really.
Yeah.
They might have done Turtle Rock last in that case too. They might have just hoped that it was in there and started moving on mire. Dungeons left are Desert, and if they haven't done Skull Woods, that's on the menu.
Yep. would suggest just being safe for pretty last because there is absolutely no hurry in clearing this dungeon because it's got nothing.
T-Rock will be last for the players who haven't done it yet that know better. Which in this case is Alucard, and that's it, right?
Yeah, he's the only one who hasn't cleared it yet because he still needs to get the ice rod.
So it's Meyer, Desert, Mothula, and T-Rock. And that's it.
Yep. The entire seed is up in place, so it's just time to piece everything together in order to get to the end as fast as possible.
Right now, Problems is saying to himself, this bomb fairy better be it better not be on blinds.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Got bad
I think
news.
the second he goes in there and realizes there's not the mirror in there, he's going back to blind. Because there's
Probably.
no other place in the world where it could be.
Not even silver arrows for his efforts, just a bunch of
not
junk.
even anything good. A heart
Jeez.
piece and 10 arrows. Right, and now time to check out on the ledge for the full heart container.
This entire, I mean, if Red Team wins this, it's going to be entirely because Problems couldn't beat Blind with nothing, with the nothing
Yeah.
that he had. If he had,
And even then, it's hardly his fault. It's just
yeah,
like...
it's not. I mean, the only thing that you could say was his fault was that he went in there a little early. Like, he would have had a sword if he just went there just a little bit later.
Yeah, if he had a sword, he would have won, but yeah. Doing that with 4 hearts and a half and the hammer, it was just like, no. If he managed to do that, I will be very impressed.
White Anaconda picking up his mirror. That's going to open
Right.
up everything
Yeah,
for
I
him,
think
too.
that Spoody Biscuit and Problem IRL now both know where the mirror is.
That's right. So Red Team only
Yeah,
has
Spoody's
a couple
right
minutes
there.
on them, but they do have that couple minutes. Problems will get his mirror really quickly because he's got the boss unlocked. He'll find out right now.
Yep.
Yeah, they're both going in now. They must have realized, oh shit, we didn't kill Blind, did we?
Yeah. At least Blind has been unlocked for Problem, so all that he has to do is to go back to the boss room. So at least it's not gonna make him lose too much time. Alright, it's time for the rematch.
It's hard to say. Oh, there's the gold sword in Desert.
Oh,
wow.
Well, it's hard to say how much of a lead Red Team has. They aren't guaranteed to win at this point. It helps them to be in go mode first, but especially in 2-on-2. Ganon's tower
Yeah.
alone could change that. They have so much equipment though that I don't expect any deaths. Like, all these players are going to be fine from here on out. None of them are going to have trouble. Problems just found out about go mode.
yep. Right.
Nice drums.
Yeah. Thank you, Smite.
Green knows where the flippers are. Problems apparently has to go pick them up.
Just gotta make a quick stop at the Meyer side shed.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think you can fake flipper your way to the small island. Or if it's possible, then it will be a giant waste of time.
Well, Alucard about to have a really difficult Landmola fight. You gotta wish him good luck.
Yeah, might not make it. I mean, he's only got about 10 hearts, he's got the butter sword, the fire rod. Yeah, tricky fight.
I don't think anybody could fault him for losing here.
Barely even needed the butter sword.
Well then, Kana going into Meyer now. cleanup at this point because everything else is pretty much done.
Yep, nothing to do. If we find the silver arrows, it might be worth a way stop, but it's unlikely and it's not going to be a priority.
Yeah. Kinda nice to see a quick mire for a change.
When I have
Exactly,
everything
not.
like this, I always debate if I'll even open up the chests on the way, in this case. And 2-on-2, maybe, because the silver arrows are still missing.
Yeah, but even then, I hardly consider that a priority.
It would save a minute or two for both players if you, like, found them and you... It would feel stupid to skip a chest on the way, but I wouldn't go out of the way opening chests for it. It's not worth it.
Yeah, like if it's on your way, I wouldn't have any problem with doing it.
So we're gonna see these players just zooming through dungeons, trying to get them all done as quick as possible at this point. 3 to go on Alucard, and he's already in mire. And he's... I didn't even think about using the Samaria cane
Oh,
there.
yeah, nice.
Nice work. I'm very annoyed by that room, and that would solve it.
Yeah, I have to say it was very courteous of the game designers to put all of the whiz robes into a cross pattern like this.
Time to see Vitreous go down.
Yeah.
With the help of a cape.
Alright, you might have defeated the land molars, but can you handle Vitreous with the cape and a level 3 sword?
Apparently, yes. Like, Wild knows where the gold sword is. I'd say that's worth the quick hop over to the next room to get it. Why not? When he does Desert.
Mhm.
There's another crystal for him.
Problems are gonna pick it up pretty soon as well.
We have the same dungeons for everyone at this point, too. There's no mix-up here. Everyone's doing Skull Woods, Mire, Desert. A couple people are doing Turtle Rock.
Yeah, I kind of miss the time where the seeds were a little bit more open-ended.
It happens, but it's pretty uncommon.
Yeah, for the most part, I have to say, however, this is probably one of the nicest V26 27 seeds that I've seen.
You say that, but it was like 45 minutes before we found a sword.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. This was not a super nice seed at all.
Yeah, but it's still one of the nicer seeds I've seen in a while.
If you're good enough to win without a sword, it's nice. But as far as somebody picking up this for the first time, I wouldn't give them this one.
Yeah. But just
Oh yeah,
like
that's right. They have the customizer. You can just build your own seed now.
You can.
Oh my, I have to do that now. Just like, I'm gonna have to build like a seed in order to put everything at the worst possible location ever, in order to make the most painful playthrough.
Oh, Alucard, I hope you have a fairy. I don't think he does.
Oh
Nope.
It does not pay off. That's gonna hurt.
Doesn't
no! Oh
have to
my
put it.
god!
He doesn't have the
That's,
cape.
Yeah, he has to fight. Ooh, that is rough, because you go all the way back to the beginning, too.
Oh my god.
That's not good.
I mean, that's
That
at
is-
least a 2 or 3 minute walk back to the boss.
Yeah.
Has definitely killed some of Red's time advantage from finding the
Yeah.
mirror early.
The other thing
That
is that
might-
he is the one player who has to do Turtle Rock still, and that's a long dungeon.
Yeah.
Go mode first or not, he might be the last player to finish after that death.
Yeah, that's really gonna sting. It's just like a big part of the lead that somehow faded away now. Alright, and Spooty got his red mail.
Not a bad idea. He's only got 8 hearts right now.
Yeah. With that few hearts, extra protection is good.
Yeah. That's the kind of thing that would help a lot, is if he stopped by and bought blue potions, because his fight with Cold Stare was long too. And if he had brought blue potions like Spooty did, he would have cut a minute off his fight right there. Not to mention that death.
Yeah. I think in order, like, maybe to prevent hits from happening in that one fight, Alucard probably should have used the bow against Vitreous.
37 shots, got plenty of arrows for that.
Yeah. 3 arrows per eyeball, and 9 for the big one.
Yeah, Alucard got scammed by Zora and he hasn't recovered. He doesn't have money for potions. It's true.
Yeah, frickin' jerk. I hate you, Zoro. I don't care that in the last seed that I played you gave me the flute. You still are a scam artist.
Now, he could have picked up money when he did Palace of Darkness. He just didn't do that. He didn't go over the money.
Alright. Round 2. Fight.
I think it's definitely faster to use the sword. And he's obviously going for speed here. But he just played it a little too risky.
Yeah.
Then the lightning hitboxes are really weird.
They're just unfair, that lightning box. I mean, it doesn't really hit the sides, but it's completely unpredictable. I know for a fact that it changes on the frame it fires. So you can't really get out of the way, aside from just getting completely out of the way.
Yeah. Yeah, this attack is entirely luck-based.
Well, that is Vitreous down for Alucard. He's just got to do Tower of Hera, and he's got to do
Tower of
Turtle
Hera
Rock.
and Turtle Rock.
So those are going to be just in one quick run after you finish off Turtle Rock. Stop off at Tower of Hera. Grab a sandwich.
Yeah, or probably like the opposite, because if he cleared Tower of Hera last, then he will still need to go all the way back to Turtle Rock in order to go to the Dark World and get to Ganon's Tower.
Problems is fighting against Wild Anaconda for first place here. It looks like Wild will be the first one into Ganon's tower, at least. Alucard, I think, is in third, though. Spoody's got a lot of work left.
Yeah, he still has yet another dungeon after this one.
Turtle Rock will take Alucard a while, Tower of Hera will not. He'll be done with Tower of Hera before he can blink with that stuff. Oh, Problems didn't get the lamp? That's,
oh my goodness.
He should be
sure.
alright, he's used to this, right? Come on, Problems. He's doing well, he's
Yeah.
getting it. He's already almost all the way through, he's doing fine.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm sure
he got
he's-
through the he got through the worst part.
You don't get to first place in the tournament without knowing how to do a few dungeons in the dark.
Yeah, he did it. He's out.
Yep, there we go.
He's spinning though. Hold on. Rebuffering.
Uh-oh. Problems, don't drop out.
A new type of spin attack.
Yeah, it's a spin attack against all of internet as we know it.
Yeah, Myers is a really annoying lampless dungeon, but I wouldn't be worried with 11 hearts and decent knowledge of how to do it. He had it. Once he had the first room done, he was okay. And Vitreous is useless against his cape.
Yeah.
He didn't quite get him, but he's got enough damage there to clean it up, no problem.
Yep, there we go.
8 shots from the arrows will do it here.
You just stand in the goop and tank some hits, no big deal.
It's one more dungeon down. Wild Anaconda heading into Ganon's tower. Where's that big key?
Number 1.
I'm saying
Number
10.
number 22 tower room, like in my tournament race. That was great.
Oh my fuck. Did you at least do good in that race?
I won. I'm 2-0, but I mean, they both. I wish I didn't play. I wish I just slept. Like that one with the 22 tower room key also was an ice pendant, ice rod pedestal seed at the same time. So had a lot of fun at that 2-hour, 5-minute clear.
Even then, given the circumstances, that's still a really impressive clear time.
Hey, our first shield. All right. Thanks, Ganon.
Yeah! Alright, whole shields in Ganon's tower. Let's hear it.
Well, you know what this
No.
means is that the randomness of this tower is 100% everyone's going left. There is no choice here. Everyone's
Yep.
gonna end up going left for the most part. Like,
And of course, the key is gonna be in the right wing, too.
yeah. I mean, they could at this point turn around and go right, but almost always when this happens, all the races go left. So that's gonna really barrel this thing down.
Yep. Right, so now 3. Right now the magic number is 3.
It's not in the 7th. Still rolling.
Yep.
Still looking for it.
Alright, I'm still in.
4 keys.
Alright, come on. Please happen in 3 chests.
Big heart isn't a terrible thing to find.
Yeah. At this point, it's probably the best discovery you can do.
Especially because Wild only has the blue mail, not the red mail.
Oh, yeah.
No powder for healing. No potions.
Yeah.
We don't want to see a death in Ganon's tower, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, dying in Ganon's tower is literally the worst case scenario.
If that happened, there's the key. If that happens, this is
wow.
over.
It was number 9.
Oh no, Wild Anaconda, he does have a red potion.
Alucard
Oh, yeah.
doesn't. He can't afford it.
No, Alucard bought a blue potion earlier.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I see. Like, he had 200 rupees. All right.
Yep.
He's the one who went
Problem is it's
bankrupt
not
and
too far behind.
spent forever looking for money.
Alright. Yep, no silver arrows, no problem.
Barring any catastrophic fuck-ups on the part of Problems or Wild, it looks like it's gonna mostly come down to the second runners here.
If Wild can buy Alucard some time, they might have their first win here.
So, but there's
Oh no,
only
no!
guys
Oh no!
left.
Ooh boy.
Oh god.
Playing a dangerous
Oh,
game.
jeez.
Drink that potion.
He tried to cape.
Oh no!
He
Oh,
forgot
man.
about the thing.
Yeah, because whenever you select the cape in the inventory, there's always a bigger delay before you can activate it.
Yep.
Well,
Can't
if you're
use
gonna
the cape right
die-
out of the screen.
Yeah, at least die in the first floor.
He's
That
still in the lead.
Yeah, it shortened it a lot though.
He's still a floor ahead, but that's it. He's no longer two floors ahead. Because Problems is going to find that key in the next 30 seconds. And then he'll be on the same floor coming up. He hesitated to drink that red potion. He wants to save it for later. But he really needs
Yeah.
he needs something.
Just that cape thing. It's like one of the weirdest edge case interactions you almost never have to worry about.
Oh
when
my
it does
goodness.
He's having a hard time.
Kondo is kind of going down again.
He's
And
choking.
the ocean is-
Time.
Oh no!
Happen. The BMOs are giving
Oh
him
my
a time.
god. Yep. Alright, come on, man. Get it together.
Booty now headed into Tower of Hera.
Yep. And he's got his
Shut
portal
up,
right
this
in
way.
front of Ganon's tower, so whenever the dungeon will be over, he's gonna be back really, really fast.
What we got on our hands here is a really close race, assuming everyone finishes with no issue from here on out. Alucard and Spoody gonna finish around the same time. They're gonna know exactly where to look for the big key. Wild Anaconda and Problems probably will finish within minutes of each other. It might come down to another couple seconds like last time. 9-second difference on the last race, and before
Yeah.
that, 2 seconds.
Mhm.
Races at this point of the tournament definitely have gotten a whole lot tighter.
They're the best players. Probably gonna see some good matches here.
Right, now his problem gonna... Yeah, he's gonna take some time out in order to get some fairies.
Don't forget that the tower room is mandatory in Tower Hera. Yeah, that's gonna make that twice as long, honestly. Super room.
Yeah.
Yeah, they both have to do it though, so.
Yep.
They sure do.
Alright, and while the Anaconda is done with the gauntlet.
That's Alucard's lag. Is that one tile room? He's one tile room behind.
Can we get this like as an official measurement unit now?
Yeah, minutes, hours, one tile room.
Alright, I'll see you in about 20 tile rooms, man. Alright, later.
So next week. While Anaconda's on the top floor with a lot of health, has not taken any damage after that little mishap.
Yeah, after fucking up on the early stages of the tower, he's definitely got it now.
He's still one
afford
floor
any more
ahead.
mistakes like that.
Yep. We're on the before last floor.
Plenty of keys. He's checking these chests. It would be nice to find the powdering. Oh, half mana. Well, that's nice. That's one of the few items that's good.
Ooh.
Pretty good.
He can't get a heal here, that's all. Normally in this room you can get 2 fairies and a magic full. He's already got the magic full. I don't know why the wall didn't blow up there, but it did.
I guess that he walked through the wall the second the crack happened, and somehow the game forgot that the door opened.
Still going for every single chest. Wonder why.
He's looking for the silver arrows.
Yeah, I mean, it would be a nice bonus.
Oh yeah,
and
that's
the
right.
chests
That's right.
are in
they
the
don't have
way.
silvers.
Yeah,
It's gonna be the
Whenever
validation chest.
it would be nice.
And whenever Alucard will be there, then he's gonna know to not open these chests then.
Alright, let's go read about the silver arrows.
God, they're gonna be on one of the tablets of the pedestal.
Oh, that will be the best move.
Well, it's looking to be an arrowless Ganon. Isn't
Oh,
too
really?
bad. They've all got pretty decent
Yeah,
gear
these
and
players can
everything.
do it, and they've got the hardware in order to pull it off. They all have butter swords, so it's still gonna be reasonably easy.
Oh, Alucard had some trouble in Tower Hera? What happened?
I don't know what happened? Why is he back here?
Apparently he mirrored out too early.
Oh no.
Oh,
They can't
no.
afford that.
Yeah, come on.
Another tower
Fought
room
a
to be
nice
done.
Aghanim fight.
Well, he's way behind now. He's got to do the whole
Yeah.
dungeon.
Yeah, just like he still has to do Tower of Hera, and Spooty Biscuit has just started Tower of Ganon.
Oh man. I hope that doesn't cost them the race. It might.
Yeah, probably could. Just like I might have to go back in order to check out the tapes in order to see what happened in Tower of Hera, so that he's all the way back here.
When did he use the mirror? Did he accidentally use it when he was in the tower room?
Oh, that will be the worst thing.
Either that or he might have used it in the torch room thinking he had the fire rod equipped.
Now what we have
Oh,
here
no.
is there's no healing for Anaconda. He used it. He's got to do a flawless fight with no silver arrows. Gold sword, it's not very many hits. He still has to do 12 spins, I believe, but
Yeah,
that's not so
but
bad.
at least the final phase is generally not too hard to not take damage on.
Yeah, it's a little tedious, but he has half mana, and if you can get the torch glitch, you can guarantee 2 every pass, if not 3. 3 is a little tight, but sometimes you can even get 3. He just needs to play it really carefully. It's gonna eat some time up if he misses these, though, and if he falls, there's no hope at all for his team.
Alright, in the meantime, Problems is done with Aghanim, so he's gonna join Wild Anaconda really soon. Oops, yeah. He just remembered, oh yeah, that's right, I don't have the silver arrows. And Torch Glitch is being perfectly executed.
The Mire had the silvers. I wonder where.
Oh.
Could have been in an easy place, for all we know.
Well,
Well, with a
or it
solid
could
fight
have
so
also
far.
been locked in the middle of nowhere. Just like you never know with Mire. It's such an inconvenient dungeon to navigate.
Anaconda's doing really well so far.
Yep,
Alucard's,
flawless.
he's got this.
Alucard's collecting some keys. I don't know if he needed those keys.
Don't think he does.
Yeah, he didn't. I don't think
as
he had to
long
come
as
in
you
there.
start, yeah, as soon as you get as soon as you start the climb to Ganon with at least one key, you're safe.
We have one player finished.
Yep, Wild Anaconda with 1 hour 19 and 35:36.
1:19:43 is his SRL time. That's what I'm going with.
All right.
Nice time.
All right.
Yeah,
Well
well done. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Oh no! Problems
Ooh,
IRL
Problems
messed
fell
up
down.
against Ganon.
Oh, geez.
That's not good.
That's as bad as the mirror thing. That's...
Yeah.
Oh, no. He's probably unhappy about that, especially since he just looked in the chat probably and saw that one of the players
Yeah,
is done.
probably.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if he messed up because he just saw that somebody was done and was like, "Oh shit!"
Oh,
Mind
man.
games.
Yeah, just like whenever you raise these things, you really have to not pay attention to the chat because, oh my goodness.
Well, Alucard's pushing the health front here, too. I hope we don't see any more deaths. He's not
Yeah.
that far behind Spooty. Just a little bit. Just like this
Yeah.
half the floor, and that's it. But if he dies here, they're gonna lose their chance again.
Oh my god.
Mm.
These
You
are
may
some
have
tense
just forced
finals.
the second round here.
Right, gotta hurry up, climb that tower like your life depends on it.
Problems going in for round 2.
Yep.
I don't know if Alucard ever picked up the cape. I don't think he did.
No, he doesn't. Doesn't have the Cane of Birna or the cape.
He can get half mana if he wants it. I don't know if he needs that, though, for the final fight. It's at the top.
Yeah. To be fair, half magic is like a complete gimme, so just like, why wouldn't you pick it up? At the very least, it's an insurance policy against Ganon if you fuck up a whole bunch and have to light the torches alone.
Well, I'd pick it up just for the
Yeah.
full mana heal right there. It's closer than
Yeah.
the one in this room, so whatever.
Yeah, definitely would. And also, it will also ensure the fact that it could also use a fire rod in order to light the torches, so therefore it will save time.
Well, the bad news is that we're going to lose game audio because I don't have isolated audio for the rest of these. Sorry. Back to music.
Yeah.
Gonna drag us down here to the open space. Ganon's rematch with Problems is underway. He's got the torch glitch going on. He's doing pretty well.
It said he's gonna have to switch to the lantern soon. Or maybe not, because I think he do have a blue potion.
He doesn't have the lamp.
Oh yeah, that's right. He never
Lamp.
picked it up.
I'd hate to say that that's hurting him here, but it might if he runs out of mana. I think he did buy a bunch
Nah,
of
he
blue
bought-
potions.
Yeah, he bought a blue potion. I saw him go to the shop earlier.
Spooty joining him on Ganon.
Yep.
If Alucard comes in fourth, we're gonna have to do some math to see what the average time is here, who won and who lost.
Yep.
Right, that was the fight, the final rod use.
Problems has
Yep,
got
there
it.
we go, he's dead.
There's no more time left to be saved by Red Team. This is it.
Yep. 1 minute 23:22, I guess.
Problems at 1:23:20.
Oh, and the broken heart sleeps again forever.
That's too bad. I'm sorry. There's that half mana for Alucard. Pressure's probably on him now for sure, right? Spooty too. There's no room for error here by either player.
Yep. Said Spooty's doing alright. He still has plenty of health. He can take 3 hits from Ganon in the final phase.
There was a lot of time difference between Anaconda and Problems because Problems fell there, so we might have earned enough for Alucard to take a nice and steady
Yeah.
win.
Yeah, he might pull it off.
He can't afford any mistakes, but he can take his time on the fight. Assuming Spooty kills him right now, that clock's gonna start counting down. I can go ahead and add the times together and see what we're looking at here. As soon as I have the other one. We go by average time here, total time together, to see who the team that won is. Anaconda finished first, but that doesn't mean they won. Not yet.
Yeah. It's like Spooty is pretty much about to finish. So we're looking like 1 hour 23, 20 minutes, and about 1 minute 26. So that means 2 hours 49.
There's only one song to play for this.
Ah. That's one too.
A good one.
Alright, and Spooty's done.
Get him down. Alucard
That
just
said,
about to
I
head in
think
as well.
Red Team has got this in the bag, because Alucard definitely has plenty of time for his fight.
Spooty's time is 1:25:54.
So that means...
With a combined time of 2 hours, 49 minutes, and 14 seconds.
Okay, 49, so yeah, I think that means Alucard is about 3-4 minutes in order to kill Ganon. That should be plenty.
He has until 1:29:30 on the clock to kill Ganon.
Yep, so 3 minutes, and he's about to be done. He's about to get on the long part.
He just needs a good fight here. He can't afford a fall. A fall would probably be the end.
Yeah, if he falls or if he dies, it's game over. Green team wins.
I can't speed that up enough, unfortunately.
Right. Oof.
A little bit of extra bounce on that spin attack, gotta be careful.
Yeah.
Launch yourself into the pit.
Yep, if you're moving when you get hit, you get thrown. Otherwise, you don't. That's the tip. That's like if you can't avoid it, you don't want to be moving. But you usually think you can avoid it is the problem. So it might just get you. It hurts. He's doing well. No problem for health, really. You don't really worry about health on this.
Yeah, he can still take a hit and survive.
Don't hug Ganon.
Yeah, that's
Never hug him.
never really a good. That's never really a good thing. Just like Ganon hugs always hurt.
Just a couple more hits. Just a couple more hits.
Yep, he's almost done.
That's it. Red team has got it.
Yep.
Bam.
Red team is the winner, so that means there's gonna be a third game of this.
We're going the full distance with this tournament. This is one-to-one.
Yes.
Problems and Spooty have finally lost the game.
Yep, their first defeat.
128-19. Actually, 128-17 for Alucard. Well, let's see if any of them wanted to commentate on what happened here. I'm sure they have some interesting things to say. There was player on both sides there. It would have made the difference. Pretty freaking close race.
Yeah.
The final times were 2:48 even on the right, 2:49:14 on the left, average times together. Well, not average, it's total times.
Yeah. Red team finished like about a minute and a half ahead.
Alucard, Wild, hey, congratulations on winning.
Yep, congratulations, your
Well done.
What was the
revenge has been successfully accomplished.
revenge?
Yes!
What was the
So
the
sweet.
difference in time?
You're looking at about a minute and a half, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh dang.
In total time, that is, not individual.
Yeah, you guys finding out the mirror early definitely set you on the course. To
Early could have been way
Could have
earlier.
been so much earlier if I followed through on Thieves Town.
He was in Thieves Town, and he was like, the question was, do I go through and finish for pedestal, even though there's one item left? And I was like, nah, don't do it. I don't think it's worth. And then, yeah, so you know, that was probably like the one thing that set us back the most, other than like all of the chokes at the end. But
My jokes at the end.
well,
Not your jokes. My jokes.
No, I died too in the third room of the upper part of Ganon's tower, which is not super costly, but
Sure.
You all talking about your jokes. You should have seen mine.
I died at Vitreous.
Well, to be fair, Problems, if you manage to kill a blind with 4 hearts and a half and the hammer, at this point I think I will just become a monk and worship you.
Okay, that is probably the biggest
No,
joke,
I
since
don't-
it had
I
the
don't
mirror.
I don't think either of us were too upset about not being able to kill Hammer blind with 4 hearts. Like, the fall on Ganon.
Falling on Ganon is way
Oh.
worse.
Falling on
Oh,
Ganon
yeah.
without Lantern, so being forced to go get potions to get magic back up,
Yeah,
to have enough for the fight, like that's rough.
A minute 14
it's-
is the dying difference here. Red team.
Yeah, and that was easily like 3 minutes
Yeah.
lost right there.
Yeah, that was falling.
It sucks, but it happens.
We felt fairly good after we found that ice rod, but
Yeah, you
I
both
just
found
couldn't
that.
make up.
Everybody went for that.
I really did not want to go into T-Rock, and Ali was like, I think you do it. I think that's the play. And I said, okay. And so I was like, oh man, this is just super good.
Well,
Which was lucky because then Alu found the mirror like shortly afterward, which was our go mode item because we needed mirror into Quake.
yeah, mirror was our go mode too.
Yeah.
We just would have had that like 40 minutes earlier if I didn't die to blind, because then I left and then
Crazy.
just
Yeah, I mean, you know, it kind of pointed you, like, you went to Thieves Town, there were 3 items in the front, and we're like, and when you died to blind, it's like, well, you know what, you're not going to win that fight going back in without,
Yeah.
like, the routine.
It's
and
a
being,
lot
you know,
harder, especially with just hammer. Like, man, that would be very, very hard.
4 hearts, jeez.
I was just hoping the item wouldn't be on blind. We had so little options at that point that I was like, we can't skip an item. And well, I was right. I just died.
This is such an interesting seed because there's so much opening up so early on. We had,
Yeah.
you know, we're trying to decide like, oh, there's this dungeon, this dungeon, this dungeon. What do we do? And you know, they were all just kind of like ass choices. But eventually, like it all worked out. But it was interesting because it's not. It was really like the first time I had played a seed where it just opened up so much like that for a 2v2 as well.
Yeah.
well,
for
you guys are talking about
26
doing a second one. Are you doing that now?
I mean, yeah, I
I'm
mean,
down, yeah.
I mean, like,
personally,
it sounded like, if we don't do it now, we're likely gonna be not doing
do
it
it
for like another 3
3
weeks.
Oh, gee.
Yeah, that's
So,
because I mean, I'm not available until like 11 Eastern, which is like crack of dawn for problems.
yeah, that's like 5 a.m.
So-
for me.
Yeah, so that's during the week, and then the next 2 weekends I'm gonna be away with family. So
it's either we do it now and finally put the nail in this coffin, or we go on to infinite hiatus number 2, just for the very last.
Keep the tournament going. Keep the dream alive.
Yeah, the tournament will never end. The dream will
Oh.
always live.
God.
That'll be the Christmas present. We'll finish on Christmas.
So, I mean, I'm cool with a short break if anyone needs it, but
Yeah, that's fine.
Definitely
I
want a
figure
short
we
break.
just do this today.
I have no
No,
problems.
let's just do it now.
I have no
Yeah.
problems hosting another one tonight. Just let me know when you're ready.
Maybe take like 15. Is that like good enough? I want to like
Too
run out to
much?
the store.
Oh.
Run
What
out
is
to
it?
the
I can.
That sounds so bad, dude. It's like I need to go get some groceries. Like,
No, I just want like a soda.
Got him a Milan.
I was
with
actually going to
taxes.
say 5. No, I was actually going to say 5. I mean, it's pretty
We could do.
late.
Yeah, we could do. Yeah, we could do. That's fine. I'll do it later.
just gonna take a bio break and get some water, and then I'll be ready.
Yeah. All right. If you want to like in the I don't think we can actually. We can rematch in that same channel. So why don't we just?
Yeah. Good
Oh,
luck,
yeah.
guys. This will be
Can
good.
we, or does
Yeah.
it need to be?
Looking forward to it. The
No,
final.
I don't think it works like that. I think SRL, you have to have it recorded.
No, yeah, right,
Before you
right.
can
You,
die
it needs to be
rematch.
recorded, right?
All right. I
So
guess
just make a new room.
All right. Good luck, you guys.
All right, good luck.
Good luck.
Well, we're gonna do our final match now. So everybody strap in. Just 5-minute break. it sounds
Yes.
I'm
I
just
might
gonna
as
run
well
to the
just,
store real quick. I'll be back.
like.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. I'll just go ahead and post the names of the runners here while we're waiting. There you go. There's our runners. I'm gonna put the word grand in the title now. That's 1-on-1 on both sides here. 1-to-1. This is absolutely the final match. Let me tweet this out too. I knew it might come down to this. The 75 game tournament. That's what this is. We didn't actually play 75, there were a couple drops. It was more like 70. Only 70. Hopefully we get another nice seed like that, because for 2-on-2 purposes at least, the slowest time being 1:28. That's nice. That's not too bad. That's the nice thing about this this tournament at least, is that it's not a huge commitment to do 2 rounds. We did have some downtime there. We weren't running matches for a little while. When it started to wind down to a couple of matches and I had trouble scheduling them, it took a while to get them going. I didn't really drop anyone out for that. I'm not too strict in my scheduling. Not as strict as I probably should be, honestly. The people who got dropped out mostly just didn't want to play anymore. They just had enough after the match or 2 or whatever. Anything else happening for me? I might do some broadcasting later. I hit my 500s goal. I held that 500 subs for 2 months. I'm honestly closer to 600 subs most of the time, so I'm taking it easy a little bit, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just kind of... I'm preparing for Arcade Pit tomorrow. I need some players. Still gotta find some players for tomorrow. If anyone's a caster who's interested in that, hit me up. Otherwise, I might just do, like, some fun stream. Let me get those times off the screen. We're preparing our next seed here. I usually don't get to run the races of weeklies on this. I always miss. Yeah, this is it. This is the last match. This tournament's finished one way or the other. One of these teams is going home the victor. It's been a long time since we started this tournament. I do have another tournament in mind. It's not going to be Link to the Past, though. You can certainly get your fill of Link to the Past tournaments on other channels. I felt a little hesitant to join in on this game because it was already pretty saturated. I like to do my own tournaments. I just noticed that 2-on-2 wasn't really a thing, so I thought I'd try it out. My next tournament will be a mystery tournament. I'm gonna give the players 3 game challenges, like on the fly. They won't know what their challenges are until it's time to start. And whoever can complete those 3 challenges first will continue on to the next round to do it again with different games. I ran one of those before. It went pretty well, I think. I need to be a little bit more careful with the hard games. Some of the challenges were too much for some players. But,
For instance, clearing level 4 and 5 of Dr. Mario. Impossible.
is it though?
Well, according to certain people, I guess.
Yeah, when I hand Dr. Mario to people and they just can't do it. What the?
How do I match 4 of the same color over viruses? I don't get it.
Ought to be pretty good. Just waiting on Alucard here, and then we should be able to start. Yeah, Dr. Mario's a little weird. I mean, it's a simple enough game, but there is some technique to it that's kind of hard to figure out. The way things fall in that game is goofy. You can slide some pills in weird places though and get away with it. Almost like T-spin sort of moves is what you have to do on those harder levels. Because you can put a pill sideways or underneath a virus and counts for damage. The viruses themselves count as being in a line, so you can double up. Everybody here? It looks like they're all ready. I'm gonna unmute Anaconda's audio again, because I like to have that. I'm gonna grab this seed myself and take a look at the map. I'll get that information at least, one way or the other. Here comes the trackers. Let me get our mics somewhere else here. Okay, there we go. Psych, you here, Andy?
Yeah.
Yep, I'm ready.
These guys are about ready, it seems like.
Yep. All that we need is
Final
Alucard to
round.
enter a name. Alright, Team Wildcard.
Grand finals, alright. Let me get that
Yep.
centered.
It's the big one.
This is it. Okay, they all are ready to go. I am unjoining this, and they're gonna start whenever they're ready. last match. I'm gonna go ahead and unmute him now. Now, like I said, I'm gonna take a look at the world map for the light world, and when I figure out how to get to the dark world by watching them, I'm gonna do that too and see the map so that we have that information. They're starting.
All right,
Here
and
we
we're
go.
off.
Grand finals.
Yep. And a bottle.
Grand bottles.
Yep. The holy bottle.
Oh, blue, red, and the only crystal here is desert.
Yep. Oh boy. Like the worst place where you want to see a crystal.
We're using SRL to time this, so it doesn't matter if Problems appears to be starting slower than the others or not, because he'll say when he's done in IRC. So that's the time I'm using. He was having a little bit of internet troubles, it seemed like, during last race, so... Well, that crab thing, what is that thing called? It's giving them bombs aplenty.
Yep.
I just call it a prize bug.
So yeah, Uncle and the lower portion of the escape was completely worthless. Your uncle only had $5 to give you before he died. And Hagenim is not required neither.
Well, props to the
Or in
runners
face
for
finding out some
for
stuff.
staying up all night and doing 2 runs in a row, just to get this done.
Yeah.
Yep.
Especially with the time difference. A lot of people don't realize that they are many time zones apart.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that by Problems time zone, it must be like almost like at least 1 a.m. right now.
Yeah, that sounds about right. 1 or 2. He's really burning the oil here. There's the gloves, right in there, and the
Oh,
both teams
early
have 'em.
gloves.
Good start.
Yeah.
Rom's about to grab it as well. Booty grabbing from bombs from the hidden bomb shed. If only you knew about the prize bug.
Yeah, I don't know. Even then, I don't think you will need that many. I think I probably will just have bought bombs with the cash that I got.
Speaking of prize bug, Alucard's trying to get some, but he only got 2
Yeah.
bombs.
Kinda got stuck up on the crab a whole bunch. So I guess that was why he was not giving out bombs. But that's okay, we got another bout. Oh my god. That bug is stingy as all hell.
Well, it doesn't give you any until you pick up the last one, so you have to be good at touching them.
Yeah.
Grab all the bombs first.
There's the lamp. Again, an early lamp.
Oh. Alright,
Alucard
this
is
time
just
there's not
loading
gonna
up.
be any darkness shenanigans for Problems IRL.
The nice thing is if Alucard somehow does mess up on the worm cave here, you can always just get more bombs next door.
But
The
even
prize
then,
bugs
with
will
12
always be the same
bombs, it
prizes.
should not be too hard.
Yep.
Oh no, he threw the
Like as
bomb
long-
wrong. You might need that bomb. It might be a big deal. If he doesn't find a weapon, he might have to do Mortar and Cave with bombs, like,
Alright, so what is Hype Cave good for?
well, hearts.
It's a very healthy lake
Yeah.
cave.
Yeah. 3 full hearts came out of it, and red boomerang for the bottle merchant. Unfortunately, Butterfly Kid only had nothing but sticks.
Here's 10 sticks, go build your own net. I'm busy.
Oh, I see you have a bottle. Can you put all of my sticks in it? I want to see what they look like.
A lot of hard pieces.
Yeah, As much as it took time in order to get health in the last seed, yeah, this one doesn't seem like there's gonna be the same problem.
Got a lot of hearts and gloves and a lamp.
Yeah, right now, unfortunately, we don't have a whole lot to build on, but at least I guess we can go and check out the Eastern Palace without too much of an hassle.
Boomerang will at least be nice for dealing with enemies without having to spend bombs if they're in your way.
Wait.
Alucard doing some fake flippers. Back in the lake.
Oh, book in the basement of the sanctuary.
There is a sword upgrade on the Hylia island, so that'll be definitely worth going for in the Dark World if they can't find any.
Yeah, I was complaining earlier about Desert Palace being one of the required dungeons, but if there's not a key or a big key on the pedestal, then we have all of the items we need in order to clear it.
Yep. Gotta get in there first, though.
Yeah, also we kinda need a weapon.
Yeah, you're not gonna kill Molus with the boomerang or the bombs. I mean, you could. Can you use bombs? I think you can, but good luck. Good luck.
Yeah, good luck hitting a land molar with bomb. And even then, that's not gonna sting it or anything.
Get a
I don't
boot
even-
from Sashralla's back room at least.
I don't even know if you could, but even if you can, 10 bombs might not even be enough.
Yeah, and even then, all of the 10 bombs will have to land.
I feel like it does work, but I have no idea how many it would take.
Yeah, it probably will take a lot.
Ice Rod Cave check, and Eastern Palace check.
Yeah, Ice Rod Cave unfortunately did not have anything. Now it's time for Eastern to deliver its secrets.
Yeah, they're gonna need a lot of bombs if they don't find a sword soon.
I don't think you can kill Lamos with the blue cane, only because even if it did damage, you'd run out of mana first.
Yeah. Maybe with double mana, but even then you need a blue potion. Yep, I guess Putty Biscuit is gonna go and check out Desert Palace, or at the very least Agonos Cave.
Yeah, it seems like a good place to go when they give you the book. There's a lot of stuff. I mean, there's 2 items in the desert that puts people off, but there's actually 4 out here with this cave and the ledge.
Yep,
Mhm.
maybe the ledge has something good too. Oh yeah, was Obo Bridge checked out? I know earlier Alucard did fake flippers, but I did not pay attention to what was under the bridge.
Well, you can find out
Oh,
right now.
hookshot! Agno was good for a hookshot. So yeah, now we actually have all of that mountain accessible except for the Tower of Error.
Spoody's gonna be running around with 3 health because he's not gonna visit the health cave.
Bombs on desert ledge. Yeah, it's going for desert.
Desert's
Yeah,
okay,
there's-
but the mountain's really appealing now.
Yeah, I mean, lots of items to be had there.
Might as well check
No,
desert
you-
while you're here.
Even without the lamp, it's one of the easiest places to get through in the darkness.
Yeah, the first cave is pretty easy.
Well, with the seed pointing you towards both desert and the mountain, I feel like those are the places to go. Alucard's checking the escape. This is best of 3, but it's 1-1. Grand finals, final match.
Yep.
This is the tournament round.
Oh, big key in the first chest, so maybe boots are not necessary. I guess we'll see. Yes,
just a
so desert is not boot lock.
At this point, both of these teams are like 8-1. I guess they have come a long way to win this.
Right, so one more chest to check out in the Eastern before needing to backtrack. Unless that it somehow has the bow. I mean, having the bow in the regular chest. Oh, so it was the Sanctuary Heart.
Looks like Turtle Rock is going to be the green pendant for this seed.
Oh boy. There's potential for disaster here.
Okay,
Oh,
mushroom
shovel
on
in the
east side.
darkness of the escape.
That'll open up the trading sequence for Spoody.
Man, I forgot the predictions were a thing. I didn't open them up in my tournament, but I just took a look at the secondary tournament bracket that I'm in, just to see what people's predictions were. I went down 5 of them. They all think I'm going to lose this next match, so that's not good. It's just, everyone thought I would win the first one, and then they're all like, yeah, he's 0-2 now. Aw, jeez.
Right.
I don't think I had predictions
What
off
better
this. Let me
time in
see.
order to make the predictions wrong? Gonna win that next match, Smite.
Yeah, I didn't, I should have turned that on. We don't have any predictions for this bracket. I should have had that on from the start. You have to do it before you open up the, first match.
And shovel was worthless.
When they give it to you that early, I usually expect something on it.
So now time to see. Oh, and the mushroom was worth 300 smackers.
Spoody just immediately turning that into a blue potion.
Yeah, just like,
Keep that for
whatever.
later.
Hey, problems, go check out Zoro with your 151 rupees. It worked well the last time. Oh, and Wild Anaconda. Oh, okay. Wait, did he go, Oh, no, he's getting more bombs.
The prize bugs are really paying off in this seed.
Yep. Go get yourself a bargain. Bombs for free. So yeah, both Spoody and Wild Anaconda are gonna go and check out that mountain, which seems like the best alternative. It's like there's 1, 2... Yeah, there's like 10 accessible items right now. So there ought to be something good in there. Oh wait, did Wild Anaconda not get the hook shot?
Apparently not. Or he just didn't mark it. No, he didn't get it.
No, he
Saving
didn't
clip.
get it.
Just unlocking the warp point there, I guess, but
That's
yeah, must have not
strange.
gone to desert.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's because, yeah, the red team just got the hook shot. Now Alucard got it, so now Wild Anaconda is gonna go back to the desert to visit Agna in order to get the hook shot, and then he's gonna climb all the way back up there.
It's a little
Or
rough.
warp.
We really need some weaponry here, please. Hook
Yeah,
shots.
let's see how long this seed goes without a sword.
We don't
Yeah,
even
as
have
much
the
as
hammer.
Last seed, yeah, as
Or
much
hammer.
as last seed was wide open right off the bat, oh boy, this seed is sure giving not a whole lot to work with.
We have nothing. I mean, they didn't get the sword for like 40 minutes, but at least they had the hammer to work with and the fire
Yeah,
rod.
they had the hammer, they had the bow.
Like,
This is,
hookshot works on some enemies, but it doesn't kill everything.
Yeah, most of the enemies are just stuns.
Mm-hmm.
And there we go, Wild Anaconda can now check out that mountain.
I have a hard time getting mana too at the start here, and so the blue cane could theoretically be used if you could find some mana.
Yeah, it's just there's not a lot of reliable ways to restore your mana. At least, not like in the overworld like that.
Hey,
oh,
there we go.
there was a sword! Here we go.
Alright, so we're Death Mountain.
I guess if you really wanted mana, there's 2 little bags in Escape at the start. There's mana for Alucard. He's already got
Yep.
it though. The only one with mana. Sword will be nice.
Alright, time to check out Spiral Cave.
Nothing but a sword.
Well,
No.
at least a sword allows them to finish desert.
Yes, I guess that's a good thing, right? That sounds like fun. Land molas with a fighting sword.
Well, I wouldn't put it beyond the sea to do that.
The Spiral Cave is all that's left because we can't reach Tower of Hera right now. Can't do it.
Nope. We need hammer or mirror.
At this point, can't even do Aghanim. There's not much left in terms of options at this point.
Oh yeah, was the proper escape checked out yet?
I believe Alucard.
Oh,
went down there.
Alucard definitely seems to want to check out Zoro.
That's the thing to
Why
do.
else will he grind money in the Crystal Hand room?
He
I've seen
definitely
them
wants
do
more
that.
money after last seed.
Yeah, he wants to lose it all again. I've seen them do that
Ooh.
before, grind money for an item. It's happened to me.
Mana for Anaconda, at least.
Holy Land Room's gonna hook him up, but not enough. Not enough to pay the bill.
There's
Yep.
the Moon Pearl in the escape basement.
That's a start.
Alright, yep. But we still need the hammer.
Anaconda didn't get his bomb jump. He'll be walking around to do the shameful cave. Alucard is definitely getting some money for Zoro. He's picked the cave with
Yeah.
the pots for some more money.
Yep. I mean, that's a reliable way to farm money for cheap.
Eastern Palace has 90 in it. But he wasn't the one who went in there, right?
Alright, so do we have anything other than the Moon Pearl? We still have one chest left in the escape.
He's getting some money for the road.
Oh my god.
After
Yeah,
last
he's determined in order to get that Zoro.
He
Wants
doesn't
get
want to
ready
get
for House of Darkness.
yeah, he doesn't want to get caught again with that. There's only one pendant in the Dark World. Is it the Palace of Darkness? Who knows? It's the green
No,
pendant.
no,
right?
it's Turtle
No,
Rock.
it was Turtle Rock.
Okay, good. So that's maybe skippable then.
We'll see.
Okay, so the end of the escape was not worth it. So did Land Molas have an item? I didn't even pay attention. Did the 2 items of desert were discovered?
I think so. One of them was a mushroom.
Oh yeah, and the mushroom was worth $300. Yeah, just like everybody's farming for money right now.
I'm sure
Like, the
Alucard would be happy to see that.
consensus yeah, the consensus right now is Zoro needs to have something.
It seems like it. Well, there's 300 rupees for Alucard. Now he's set for whatever the heck he wants to do with that cash. Gonna buy a potion right out the gate.
Yep. Why not? But yeah. I mean, Zoro could be a possibility too. I mean, why else would they give you like $300 that quickly in the seed?
I don't think that money is tied to Zoro, though. Like, there's a chance that you might just have to grind all 500 rupees. A chance.
Yeah, I think that's possible.
I've had to grind 100 because there was no money to be had, and he had the power gloves on him, so that's happened to me. That was the most I had to grind. It wasn't that much, but, you know, theoretically it could be. It could be 500 that you'd have to go get. I think. I'm pretty sure that you just have no guarantee for safety on him.
Yeah, everybody is just loading up on money. They must
Yeah.
be 100% convinced Zora has something. We're about to find out.
He must have the hammer.
Either the hammer or something. Just like could also be the mirror too, in order to make a Tower of Hero accessible.
Oh no! Yeah.
What?
Well,
Are
all
you
your money
kidding
is
me?
worth more money. Enjoy.
So what's the game plan here? Is it to kill the Land Molas? Did they have the
They might
last
have to.
item?
God, do they really have to grab all those bombs and have all the cane magic ready? Jeez. Alright, well, looks like Wild is going to be the first one going on land walls here.
Yeah, at this point it has to be the move because nothing else is possible. Yeah, it's gonna be a shitty Landmola fight. Like, even worse than in the regular game. Because usually by then you have more than 6 hearts.
Yeah, just use the sword though, that works.
Yeah, that said, there's no margin for error here. Landmola's hurt for 1 full heart.
Oh shit,
all
he's
that he
releasing
has
the
is a
bee.
bee.
He's releasing the bee!
Alright. Does this work against Landmola? Because it seems like it wants to attack. Nah, it doesn't.
No.
I think the only boss bees work against is Motsuro.
The bee is there for support.
Well, people said in chat that the blue cane works pretty well here. If he's gonna... Oh, jeez. He's pushing it too close.
Oh no!
Oh. Well,
That hurts. That hurts, red team.
Yep.
Should've used that blue cane earlier.
Yeah, I mean, you get all of your magic back after the end of a fight, so you have no excuse.
Could've had the heads
Good.
up on this, now that you're behind.
Yeah, just like, when you have this little resources, you have to make all of it matter.
I think he was saving the blue cane for the final one, because the final one's a little tricky. With
Yeah,
the
because
spray.
then it unleashes rocks in like all 8 directions instead of 4.
Yeah.
mhm.
He was just 1 pixel too close to that one. When he spun it, he was already on top of the
Alright.
hitbox.
And Problem is about to be disappointed by Zoro. Alright, with your $500, I will give you 300. Money laundering at its finest.
The bomb scam here. Nice work. Really good timing. on this.
Timing. Oh god, Spoody's doing this fight with only 4 hearts. Just like, what is he doing at this point with 4 hearts? Problems have like 10.
He just didn't go into the health cave. And I knew that would happen. I knew if all the hearts were in one place, one of the players wouldn't get any of them.
Mhm.
That's how it goes.
Alright, and there we go. Landmola's down. What do we get? Titan Smith!
Nice.
So there we go. That was the move. Our
Unfortunately,
Dark World is almost all accessible.
Anaconda's got it as well. Unfortunately, he took that death, put him behind a couple minutes, because they know now where the Titan Mets are as well.
Yep.
That gives them access to Blind's area in the Dark World.
Yeah.
Anything else? Not really. Dark Mountain, I guess. That's
Dark
it.
Death Mountain,
Yeah,
yeah.
Dark Death Mountain.
They get 6 items there.
Yep.
They got the hook
Go
shot and
Hall of
everything,
Hookshot
too.
Cave.
Just don't touch anything up there. There's a very good chance it'll explode.
Spooty can be killed in 1 hit by some of the enemies in this game now.
Yep.
Yep.
Fucking Dark World birds.
Yeah, 3 hearts of damage, and they're kind of hard to shake off once that they start hounding you. And yeah, Wild Anaconda, now that he has a Titan Smith, it's now time to get the Moon Pearl.
He knows exactly where to
So-
go.
So, which were dungeons 5 and 6?
Did not see.
There's the hammer in Skullwoods. Nice.
Ooh, nice find. Now most of the world is open.
With Titan Mitts and Hammer,
Yeah.
Aghanim's gone. You do whatever you want.
think like the worst possible Haganim will be like one that you have to fight not because there's like a good item on the pedestal or anything, but because you'd get absolutely no item to get in the Dark World, and then you'd get like the hammer on the pyramid.
We have a Dark Death Mountain check, not a Skull Woods check. From Red Team here.
Yep.
Okay.
Spooty doesn't have the hearts apparently to do the bomb jump. He's walking around.
See what's in the first set of caves here.
Blue tunic and capacity.
Well, blue tunic would definitely be really nice.
Still looking for the second item in Skull Woods, but you can't really complain with the hammer. This one's always a mess of a room.
Yeah, that room sucks.
If I have Bombos, this is where I actually want to use it. This stupid room, if I have the fighter sword. Gibdos, Pain. He doesn't have anything that will kill him quickly except the hammer. And even that is not too easily done.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that even with the hammer, we're still looking at like at least 5 or 6 swings.
Yeah,
Got a
get those
key.
take a lot of damage.
The second item apparently is in the back of Skull Woods.
Yep. It can be really
Thanks, Wallmaster.
fire rod. Yeah, getting grabbed to save time. Oh, speaking of bombos. And bombos was the only possibly tangible thing to come out of Oakshot Cave.
Did he check and see what Turtle Rock was?
I don't know, did he?
I think we
Said
saw
Ether
already.
May have been... Ether might be Turtle Rock entrance. Even that it is a green pendant, so it may not be required.
Yeah, hopefully not, but green pendant, it makes it a little bit more likely for people to go inside.
Alright, 2 landmall fights going on.
Yep, the slowest landmolar fight in all existence.
The worst part is it's basically just like a vanilla landmall fight, but that just proves how long it takes.
Yep.
You'd have the ice rod for that, and you could do it faster.
Yep.
I guess the ice rod does do a little bit more damage.
I
than the
mean,
fighter
yeah,
sword.
if you can aim it properly, Ice Rod will kill them in 2 hits.
Hammer immediately found by Anaconda. That Skull Woods edge is already expired. You still gotta go through the rest of the pain though to check it out though.
Oh, what a great chess game. A bomb and a big 20.
You never know, last game people were dying for a big 20.
Problems has so many hearts, what the?
Yeah.
He's a very healthy
Found
boy.
every single one of them so far, and Spooty's making absolutely sure he's not getting him.
Booty jumping into blinds, grabbing those first 4 chests, real easy. We could do the entire dungeon too, because he's got
Yeah.
the hammer and everything.
Yeah,
too.
all you need is the hammer. That's why it's such a good dungeon. The only prerequisite: Moon Pearl, hammer. And even then, the hammer is only there if you want to fully clear it, but most of the time you will already have the hammer or the Titan Smith. Oh, nice. Wild Anaconda managed to do really good on the Gibdo room in order to make it so that he could wiggle the statue without any kind of weighting whatsoever. That was pretty impressive.
A little bit of a Gibdo pinch going on.
Alright, and now the frog wears blue.
I expect Anaconda probably head into blinds as well. Mandatory dungeon that can be cleared, like you said. Pretty good first stop.
Mm-hmm.
It's right next door, too. From the only accessible place. Though they could now go to Palace of Darkness Warp or the Water Warp.
Yeah, no, I'm just commenting. I'm not actually in the tournament. Alright, blinds room is open.
Yeah, so
Haven't found
far,
much in here
doesn't look
yet.
like- Yep. But we still have 3 items left. Or at least
still gotta-
3 things all confounded, so they could just be like the map compass and everything.
We got a free blind. Somebody save blind.
Now, Spoody's got a rough blind fight, but with the sword, I expect him to win this. It's
Yeah.
pretty easy to get away with a perfect blind fight with you. When you actually have a weapon, it's not that bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just hurl, you're doing it with nothing but the hammer. That
Yeah.
was just way too hard.
The hammer was really the big draw for the difficulty the last time.
Yeah.
Blind could go bad, and you could die with 4 hearts if you know it, but I think that the odds are he'll win. He's really good at this game. He's the only one with no hearts.
Woody's the lowest health count here right now, but he's taken no damage, or if he has, he's covering it up really well.
Yeah.
Anaconda hasn't gotten any heals since he went to Skullwood. So
Oh,
he's
there
still-
we go! Finally, some healing for Spoody.
Nice.
Just like now his health is increased by so much. Yeah, was the digging minigame checked out? I know you can. I think you cannot check it off whenever you're being followed, but
I want to say it was a piece of heart. I don't remember if this was this
Yeah.
seed or last one, though.
yeah,
can't
I
do
know
it with
last seed it
follower.
was a heart piece.
Flawless Spoody so far, just 3 more hits to go. He's having no trouble with blind. Pretty predictable
Yep.
fight, if you can lock it down correctly. If he does contact damage, that's 2 hearts though, so he's starting to die real quick.
Yep.
Do not hug blind.
He's not
Blue
taking
potion
any
for
risks
safety.
using that blue potion.
Yeah, that blue potion from earlier paid off.
Nice work.
And that'll do it.
Yeah, you will not have needed it, but hey, it's always good to have an insurance policy.
Anaconda running around with 1 heart. There is 1 heart next to Blind's room, and there's 2 in the basement. So 4 hearts for him. If he doesn't get hit, he'd be alright
Yeah.
for a fight.
Finally, there's a full heart container in the big chest.
Yeah, he'll get that too. So that's not bad. 5 hearts is plenty if you have blind experience.
If you're experimented with being blind, then you'll be all right.
It can go bad though, like what happened to Spoody there. You take some serious damage real fast if he contacts you.
Yeah, because contact damage is 2 hearts, and he doesn't have the blue mail yet.
Yep.
It's like the one instance where armor is useful against blind, because otherwise all of his attacks deal 1 heart.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, that's true. Spoody is the only one without the blue cane, right? Or Alucard didn't pick it up either, but Wild has it, so there's no way he's losing. Blind gets cancelled by that item just by itself.
Yeah. Like
Holy
the one
shit.
situation.
Just like
where-
Alucard is going
Yeah.
on the wildest of all adventures with his frog buddy.
Just take him everywhere, man. Got the Master Sword as well.
That frog
It's
can't
like
believe
he's gonna,
this.
Yeah, he's gonna do all of his adventuring over the overworld, and then he's gonna save and quit in order to save the blacksmith.
Alright, Spoody's doing some digging now, so we'll see what's in there. Very possible that last seed was indeed the heart piece.
Oh no,
it's this one
it's
too.
another heart piece. Oh, and he's taking it this time.
To be fair, it is a pretty good chance to get a heart piece in the digging cave.
No problems with blind.
Yep.
About to see what's on the catfish for some reason. Wild kind of cleared blind while Icar walked around the planet with his frog.
Yeah.
He's just looking for a good save and quit location, I guess.
Yeah, I'm guessing he's
Yeah.
just doing all the overworld stuff and then he's
Yeah,
gonna
just
save and
like
quit.
he needs to save and quit, so might as well just make it worth it.
Yeah. Doesn't have a mirror, has to do the long trip. Well, he's got a mirror. What am I talking about?
Oh,
Hey,
excellent.
That's a
So
nice
now we
little
can
edge.
actually-
it's a good find. Anaconda, no, the frog.
He just heard where the mirror was, so he's gonna say no to this. He's gonna wait on that rescue, and honestly, he doesn't even know if it's worthwhile yet or not.
Oh, you know what? He's probably because they haven't done the digging game yet. That's why.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then he's probably gonna save him.
Well, it might not even be worth the
Or
time.
Catfish.
Wow, everybody's going for their heart pieces in this one run.
The mirror, the hook shot, and hammer, they just need to be able to swim. They can go do the swamp.
Unfortunately, no fake flippers is gonna save you in the swamp.
Yeah, as far as I know, you have to have them for that.
Yep.
Yeah, you do. Big 20 from Blacksmith.
Yep.
They felt bad about giving a single rupee last seat, so they're like, you know what, we'll give you 20.
There, give us $10 and then we'll magically convert it into $20.
Well, they also charge you 10, so
Yeah. They just went positive on this one. They figured, you know what, we kind of ripped you off last time. Let's make
you're
it right.
you're our 100th customer. All right.
Now I'm just wondering, is Problem's gonna do the same thing that Alucard did? Now that he has a frog, is he gonna walk all over the world in order to figure out where the good stuff is, aka in the catfish?
We'll definitely have to go to Catfish at some point, so might be going for it.
Yeah, so far all signs are pointing to that. So is Spooty going to Palace of Darkness? Yeah, without the bow, however, it's always a little bit risky because if you don't get a key on your first chest, then your journey is over.
I feel like the odds are in your favor on that one, though. I think it's worth a check.
Okay, so that's where the Master Sword was, in Dark Hive Cave.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
the other team has it as well.
So now, right now, we're missing the rods. We're definitely missing some medallions for sure. Red
Well-
cane.
I don't know why Anaconda's going in here. Was there something here?
As far as I remember, not. There was only health and some cash.
Might just really want the health.
Yeah, I guess, but even then, he's not doing too bad, and he has the blue tunic, so...
Oh, he's got 10 hearts now.
Oh, he's got plus 10 arrows! That must be why he came back here!
We're gonna see one of the players go to Tower of Hera now.
Yeah, I guess that's what Alucard is doing.
That's a good move. It's a pendant, right? But it's probably a good item to get. And there's Spectacle Rock. I don't know what's on that.
Yeah, and with the mirror, it can now be checked.
Looks like he's gonna
It
get
wasn't anything good.
the tablet.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
No, that's
So
something we
really
don't know
good.
about.
Right, lift the Master Sword, and you will get a big 20!
The catfish is a weird place, and if it actually has an item, the people who check it, they are usually... That's usually not a common thing to do, right? It's out of the way. Takes a little while to get that done, usually. That mirror might be a big deal. Right now, Red Team has an edge because of that mirror. They're already in another dungeon doing some work.
What are you talking about? Spoody's got a mirror. Look, he just used it.
Palace of Darkness might have something nice.
No, the mirror that Spoody uses is just like your reflection against your own imminent death.
Yeah, he just ran into a bunch of turtles to warp back to the entrance. Turtles and skulls, that's the Palace of Darkness.
Yep. Oh, in the meantime, Wild Anaconda already in the Heist Palace.
Yep.
Yeah, Spoody's death was incredibly intentional. It was not accidental.
Fake flippered into Ice Palace, so... Is there gonna be something of use in here? I would expect to find... If I was gonna find something, it would be the flute bow or one of the rods, right?
Yeah. Either that or it's gonna crop up sooner, like in the Seeds logic, because right now they're not supposed to be here.
I was doing death warps during my race, and I could tell between, like, my chat's emotes only, I could tell who understood it was a death warp or not by who did the Dead Mario versus who did It's a Strat emotes.
Yeah, strategy.
Death warping is extremely good for time saving. When you yank out that mirror is really nice.
Yeah, until that you get it, the only way to save time is to take damage. Oh, Heater is in pod.
That'll get you into Turtle Rock. Maybe Meyer, who knows?
But right now, we still need the flute in order to even consider the visit of Meyer possible. Yeah, what about Tower of Error? Does it has anything good? From the looks of it, I'm gonna guess that the basement is mandatory from the get-go because problem's already there.
Has a key for Ice Palace here, so shouldn't have a hard time getting the items out of it. Hasn't found anything yet, but only opened the key chest so far. I've used bombos a couple times.
Yep. As long as you got either bombos or fire rod, this dungeon can be fully cleared. And I guess you also need hammer and hookshot. I mean, hookshot could be done without. I know I had to do this dungeon without hookshot to even progress through the Seeds logic. But yeah, hookshot is definitely ideal.
Interesting route by Anaconda here. He's fall all the way down. He's gonna go all the way back up and get the rest of the stuff.
Yep.
Go for full clear.
I mean, there's
Just
no
walking
reason
through
to
that
not
locked
full
door, don't
clear
mind
it
me.
yet.
Yeah, he doesn't have the big key yet. He's got to check the big chest and the chest down here, and then the 3 chests up top.
Yeah, I mean, we're still looking for a lot of items, so I think full clear is definitely the strat to go to.
Well, Tower of Hera is clear. Did we find anything in there? There's 20 more rupees.
I guess not.
Not really, no.
Entire dungeon was a bust.
Well, that sucks. That's too bad. But he can check Bombo's tablet. Maybe this mirror isn't as good as it seemed.
I mean, it's still going to be necessary at some point, but...
Right now, Problems kind of locked himself into the northern part of the 2nd floor.
If they don't get something really nice out of the mirror, then it's just not going to be much of a help, because it's not going to be long before Catfish gets checked. Spoody's on his way, actually, right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reed's going to have their mirror soon.
Yeah, just like right now, Mirror is not really a big deal breaker for the Seed, because so far, it hasn't really enabled the access to anything.
Alucard going for Spike Cave.
He's made it.
Yep, there we go. Mirror acquired, and hopefully this time it's not gonna be as big of a deal than in last game.
3 bombs, Ice Palace.
Big 5 arrows for doing the Spike Cave. Terrible.
Yep.
I imagine Problems has the mirror too. How'd he get up there otherwise? I didn't see him get it, but he must have. Did he use the hammer?
Yeah, he probably used the hammer.
Yeah, that makes sense. He walked around the mountain again then.
Yep. Hookshot the other way, you climb the mountain, then you go west.
They must be looking for something to do if he did that. That's a weird move.
Just like right now, I'm kind of having a hard time picturing what is the move to do.
Yeah, it's confusing because Ice Palace isn't supposed to be the move. Like, he can get in there, of course, but he did it with a glitch. That's not necessary, so where the heck do you get the flippers anyway?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna throw, like, a really wild guess around here, and I'm gonna say Bombo's tablet.
Possible. That's what Spoody's about to check, so we're gonna see very soon.
Did they...
Oh, there it is.
Oh, here's the flippers!
Alright,
The Grove
well,
Cave.
Right next to Haunted Grove.
that opens up Ice Palace, but as far as I can tell, it looks like Ice Palace is done. He has it all. He skipped the big chest.
Yeah.
I assume he's got the items.
Yeah.
Looks like he's going to head down to Bombo's tablet eventually, though.
Yeah,
Bombo's tablet might be it.
But, yeah, flippers do unlock also Swamp.
Yeah, they can do
That's
Swamp.
7 more items.
Swamp will be big. Now that the actual flippers have been found, that finally opened up. And that's the thing that Red Team needed to find with the mirror, and without it, they didn't get too much of an edge on that. Oh, and he takes a
Yeah.
death on Cold Stare too.
Ooh,
Oh boy.
that's rough.
Okay, and Bombos was worthless.
God, Cold Stare is just such a hard fight.
Yeah. Doesn't
Unless
help
you're
that they don't
completely
really have
loaded
a
up.
whole lot of equipment. It's just like Cold Stare fight with Blue Mail and Master Sword, kinda nasty. Just like that boss is really tanky, and if it hits you, then it hits like a truck.
That's a boss he needed to kill. Now he still says there's an item left. I hope it wasn't in the big chest, because he didn't open it for some reason.
Yeah.
I
Cold
wonder
Stare have
if
the final
maybe-
item?
Could Cold Stare have the big key? No. that's-
No.
It wouldn't be required, yeah.
I think I saw
Nope.
him pick it up.
Okay. I don't know.
Yeah, and beside, it will pretty much be impossible for Cold Stare to have the big key in a no glitch seed. Because bomb jumping is considered a glitch.
Yeah, I don't know why he skipped it. He might have just been gambling on being right at Cold Stare anyways for...
Yep.
They decided to try for it and
But
got
even
killed.
then, he's not going back to hit, so... Hopefully
There's a la
Cold
carte
Stare had
flippers.
nothing interesting. Yep.
Are we gonna have a repeat of the mirror situation from Blind last seed? Oh no. Oh no.
And Cold Stare has the bow.
Oh
be
my
awful.
god. If it was the case, then oh my goodness. It will be 2 seeds in a row where it will be kind of a dick move. But even then, it's not as bad because at least ice is required. It's not like in the other seed where Blind was just a pendant dungeon, a pendant that they absolutely did not need in the slightest, but where the boss had a very valuable item. Alright, so purple chest. What do you have?
Ice Rod was in Swamp.
Ooh.
It's a good start.
Yep.
I didn't generate these seeds. You can't blame me for these ones. These are SRL originals right here.
Mhm.
And even then, I don't really think that the people on SRL go and make these seeds in order to be like, oh my goodness, they're so gonna bite their tongue on this.
It was made by an evil machine.
Yep. The evil machine being V2627 logic. Like, these last few versions of the randomizer have been so evil.
Cold Stare can have almost anything that's missing. At this point, sure. There's nothing on that list that he couldn't have. The only thing he can't have are the flippers or the Titan mitts. Hammer or
Yep.
hookshot, really, that's about it.
Yeah, because the dungeon logic stipulates that you need to have like these items in order to get in. And even sometime the logic of Ice Palace will make it so that you will need the Samaria cane in order to even make the dungeon, because the key that you might need to fully finish a dungeon and everything might be on Coldstare himself.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if it probably is possible for a situation where he has the hookshot to be also, like, theoretically I could come up with a non-glitch way for you to not have the hammer or the hookshot and him have it. You could probably set that up.
Yeah, but I thought that generally the rule with no glitches is that you must not be able to soft lock yourself by navigating the dungeon a certain way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, I know it's a thing if you do like either overworld or major glitches, but no, not on the regular no glitches.
Red
But the
team is
magic
banking
kid for
on
Spooty.
Swamp here. They're going all in on Swamp.
Yep. And in the meantime, Problems IRL is doing a heist. And
Problems is going to
hopefully
answer our
he's-
question on what Coldstare has, because he has the
Yep.
red sword and blue tunic. He's ready to go. He's ready for battle.
Yep. Yep. He's on the warpath. Apart from Ice Rod, so far it didn't seem as if there's been much of value in Swamp.
Well, Swamp is definitely loaded in the back. 6 items in here. You're pretty likely to find something. Now, Ice Rod was one of them, so that's good. But you might not need it. Turtle Rock being optional anyway.
Yep.
Yeah.
Honestly, in the
At this
case
point,
of...
I'm not putting it beyond the sea to do that.
It's almost a fetch quest item at this point, because the green pendant's on Turtle Rock. Like, the only reason you kill the boss is for those 2 items at this point.
And unfortunately, Ice Rod doesn't really do much for you.
Yeah,
Like, in
apart
terms of
from killing
unlocking another item.
Trinex, it unlocks absolutely nothing. It's not like the Fire Rod, which usually has a key into making 3 dungeons of the game possible.
There's a lot of health in this dungeon. I wouldn't worry about Spooty here. It's pretty
Yeah.
easy to get your health all the way back up at this point. If you really want to, you can walk up there and get some pots opened on the way and get a bunch.
And
The
even
boss is
then,
also pretty simple as well.
Yeah, Argus is not a particularly hard fight, especially not if you have the Master Sword. It's like, it's tricky if you have to do like Inventory Hero, where you have to constantly cycle between your hookshot and hammer if you just have the Fighter Sword or no sword at all, but
Yeah.
otherwise it's an easy fight.
When you're thinking about what is illegal for item placement, you have to think about what happens if I use keys in the worst way possible. And if they still can have the item behind you screwing it up on purpose, then that's where the hookshot could be. It's hard to tell. It's confusing when you add in that element. If Coldstare can have hookshot or not, I can't remember how many keys you need to do the dungeon legit. Like, there's a couple of doors on the way.
Yeah, I know you can get away with opening at least one locked door if you Ah shit, I just lost track of my own thoughts. It's kind of becoming complicated now.
There's extra keys in that dungeon.
Yeah, I know if you have the red cane, one of the keys is not necessary.
Well, bomb upgrade from Argus, so I think that is going to do it for Swamp Palace.
Yep. Apart from the
Check
heist
the big
run,
key chest.
unfortunately we had nothing.
So where's the big step? We're missing something here for progress. Where do we go?
Yeah,
What's
it's
next?
just like,
Have we
That's
seen the
like-
fake flippers stuff? Did they do that before they got the real flippers?
pretty sure they did.
I think someone did.
But I don't know,
Really
however,
good
if they
fun.
went like in the waterfall, the Zora waterfall, where the 2 chests are.
Yeah, that one's questionable because the Moon Pearl was missing for a while. That might be where 2 items are. I don't know about that one. I know they checked Zora. That was a big deal. They
Yeah.
checked Zora for nothing.
Yep. Here, take my $500 and I'll give you 300 in return.
I'm starting to think that Coldstare might very well have it.
Possible.
Yep.
It seems likely at this point to me. He's gonna give something.
Oh, the bow is in the swamp! Big
Oh, wait a
chest!
Oh, I see. Spooty marked it off. He didn't mark that last one off. I thought he was finished with Swamp. That's why. Okay.
Well, that opens
So
up
yeah.
things.
That's big.
Yeah, now we can clear POD, we can clear... Well, don't really have to clear the Eastern Palace unless that the pedestal ends up being required.
That gets you access to 2 chests in Palace of Darkness, which might be just absolutely required for you to get anywhere in it.
Yep.
Yeah, I usually like having the bow before going for Palace of Darkness because it just makes it so much easier.
Yeah.
So Argus drops the big key then. No, he doesn't.
No,
probably
the big
dropped it
key
on the
was
bow.
in the waterfall room.
Just never went back afterwards.
Well,
Yeah.
I imagine Red Team will figure that out. I can't imagine they'd leave unturned chests.
Anaconda just marked off.
Yeah,
the
I mean,
bow.
they have the big key, so they're probably gonna go and check it out. It just... I know that some people, whenever they get the big key in the waterfall room, they're not gonna backtrack all the way back because it
Yeah.
usually just ends up being faster to just beat the boss, exit the dungeon, then re-enter.
Alucard
And
must have already done it. I didn't see him do it, but he's got his bow marked, and Anaconda's going
Oh,
right
yeah.
back in to get his bow.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I think that's because Alucard actually came back for the
He
big
went the
key
long
chest
way.
after he got the key.
Yep, you gotta check it. You just have to.
But yeah, I know however Spoody didn't. He killed the boss, then he went back in the dungeon to check out the big key chest.
The flute is required. We're missing that. We're missing the fire rod for sure. The red cane is missing. Those are the items that are required that are not here yet. We're 3
After
down.
Last seed, which kind of threw the items at a very generous pace. This one is way more turgid. Oh, so we get powder from Cold Stare.
That's nice.
So
Nice to
that means half magic devil can be checked. Devil.
Out of that bat. Well, we're just another step in the chain. Maybe good, maybe not.
Oh, and Wild Anaconda just got Ketchup Sword.
He's going right back in for Cold Stare.
Yep, the revenge. Now I have a Ketchup Sword and I'm ready to kill you.
He lost his lead. He'd be in first with 4 crystals had he not died there. That hurts.
Yeah, but... So wait, if you open up the map like this when you cast a spell, do you gain time or something?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I have no idea.
I've never seen anybody really do that during like boss fights, so it's just been a mispress.
Yeah, I guess. Yep, and Alucard is also getting his sword upgrade. He's probably gonna do ice too. Even then, I think there's other places he could go and check, because Ice Palace is not required for progress. Yeah, he's going on to Ice too. That's strange.
We're still missing some stuff here.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
so
feel
we
like
gotta
he
get
will
food.
have been like at least into Palace of Darkness in order to fully clear it.
Still gotta find a fire rod.
Seems like Eastern's finished already.
Yeah, I think most of Eastern has been checked out. I don't know if there was an item missing or not.
Time for some bomb jumpings.
Everybody's got Eastern Palace marked as completely open, so I'm assuming they've gotten all the items they need.
Yep. Alright, so what do you have, little bet? Oh, half magic!
Vanilla half magic.
Yep. Devil
That's
working
nice,
as
but it doesn't
intended.
progress.
Without the flute, we can't even check Mire. Might not be
Yep.
able to get into Mire yet. Might need Quake. Can get into Turtle Rock, but can you get anywhere without
Don't
the
know
Fire
for
Rod? Not really.
No.
And not without the
Not
Red
much.
Cane. For sure, you can't get anywhere.
The fire rod gets you the back chests in Skull Woods at the very least.
Yeah. Like, it's
also the
possible that you
ability
can
to
get
open.
pretty far into Turtle Rock without the Fire Rod, but certainly not without the Red Cane.
Yeah,
Yeah, you need
without
that
the red cane, you can't even get past the entrance.
So that's what we're really looking for to open up some dungeons. The flute and the Red Cane. The Fire Rod would be nice. It would open up 2 more dungeons. But
Just like, where could things be? Like, maybe like Graveyard Ledge?
Revenge on Cold Stare for Anaconda here. Crystal
Yep.
floor. No items
He's
worth
gonna have
note
this.
though.
Yeah, but Ketchup Sword is more than enough. Oh, yeah, he's totally dead.
Whoops.
Revenge!
Cornered.
Revenge has been acquired.
Corruption.
Now, give me that powder. Oh, so Graveyard Ledge was also a bust.
3 bombs. Hmm.
We're kind of running out of places to check.
I think purple chest, that was already open. It didn't really
Yeah,
have
it was
anything in
open, and I don't think there was anything worthwhile. I guess we'll remember soon, because open... Problems is gonna go open it up right now. Yeah, just like I'm feeling so nostalgic over the last seed, where we had the boots in the first 3 minutes, and where everything just kind of went at breakneck pace.
I miss boots.
Boots were nice.
Oh, Spooty got the boots, apparently. Or, not the boots, the flute.
I didn't see where.
Where did that come
he
from?
get the flute? Oh my god. Now we missed on a big part of the puzzle.
I'm too busy looking at everybody else fighting Cold Stare. So we just picked up a flute. Oh, flute was Big Key Palace of Darkness, apparently.
Oh, Palace of Darkness.
I guess that never got opened, damn.
Yeah, I mean they just got the access
Yeah,
to
they
it.
probably
with
they probably did not have the keys in order to go there, not without the bow.
We got Anaconda on his way there now, and I imagine that's the agenda for everybody at this point.
Yep. Time to check out the mire.
Another dungeon done here. What medallion do we need for the mire? That's the question. It's Bombos. It's open. It's available.
All right. That said, I don't think Spooty has Bombos. Where was Bombos again? I think it was acquired fairly on in the seed. But yeah, red team is now in Palace of Darkness, so they're about to find the flute too.
Well, Spooty knows where Bombos is, even if we don't. So,
Yeah.
he's alright.
Yeah, Problem's already found it, so there's no problem.
Alicar's checking out that fountain that I was wondering about. There's nothing there.
Yep, big old waste of time.
So our last items are the Fire Rod and Red Cane. We don't need anything else for sure at this point. It's been confirmed. The only weird thing that could be thrown at us now is if we needed the boots and Ganon's Tower. That's pretty much it.
Oh, that will be the best. Just like put the big key on the torch, but put the boots also in Ganon's Tower. It's like, if I was in charge of making a seed, I will definitely do this.
If it was locked up like that, I probably would check all those chests first, because at that point it's pretty likely to be there.
Or even worse, you just put like, I don't know, the shovel or the mushroom into Ganon's Tower and have it required to be like the fetch quest for the boots. Now people are gonna have to stop me before I come with even worse seed ideas.
It's not hard to make. You can make it in 2 minutes. You just sit down in there and type it in.
Yep.
Have a good one. You can mix in the entrance randomizer, and key randomizer too while you're at it.
Oh boy.
I don't believe anybody's checked the pedestal yet.
Nope. Yep, there we go. Spooky has just acquired Bombos. Now he's going back to the mire.
Will Meyer have those two items. It kind of sucks to do Mire without the red cane, but it might have the fire rod. Skull Woods might have the red cane. You might have to do that little run around.
Yep.
Very reasonable to check Mire at this point.
Yeah, I mean, what else can they check?
I'm out of ideas, honestly. They've seen a lot without, like, the last items to even see the last chest. There's not much left here. I don't know if they have the red crystals or not.
Yeah, I haven't checked out what they were.
I'll take a look when somebody opens up their map. It's a pretty confusing seed. I don't know about hard. I mean, it's hard to say it's hard when the players have 12 hearts and stuff, but I mean, generally when they have that many hearts, it's a seed where it's confusing. To get in the,
just like the others. Yeah, just like the other seed was hard because, well, it kind of took a long while before they finally gave like a proper sword and everything, but at least they had a lot of good items really early.
Yeah, like Hammer is pretty much a sword replacement for most of the game, as long as you're decent at it.
This seed is definitely giving you the runaround. It's a pretty common thing for this logic now, though, to have to deal with this kind of problem. We don't have any red crystals at all. I just saw that they have like 1, 3, 4, and 7 on the list.
Oh.
Jeez.
So I assume that Mire is one of them, right? And Skull Woods maybe is the other one. It's something like that.
I think that would have to be it, yeah.
Yeah,
Just Turtle
at
Rock
this point
dependent.
I'm expecting double. At this point I'm totally expecting double dipping.
Well, the nice part about that is that there's no way that the bonfire has those two items, at least, right? You can count on that. And,
Yeah.
you know,
I mean, Crystal 5 and 6 are either Turtle Rock and Mire, right?
yeah, I think they could have split this up and had Palace of Darkness done earlier. It's always hard to call on if they should double down. I think they were banking on Cold Stare having an item. And in that case, it would have paid off. And he did have an item, it's just not the item they wanted. Not a progress item.
Yeah, just like it was a fun item to have, but yeah, nothing tied to progress.
Until we find either the... Oh no! Wild Anaconda never got the big key!
Wait,
Oops.
what?
That's not good.
Man, he's making some errors this time.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
they
but
didn't
to be
get the
fair,
flute,
it's kind
which
of
means
hard
they
to
don't have the
race
big key.
two. Yeah, it's kind of hard to race two seeds like that back to back without starting to have some mental lapses.
Speaking of back-to-back, Wild Anaconda and Alucard are synced up perfectly.
Oh
Holy
jeez!
shit.
And that's the key?
Oh my god!
Oh, how did you miss that? Oh no!
I'm not sure where he's going now. He's
Yeah,
going on.
what is he doing?
And they never checked the big chest.
Yeah, wasn't the big chest important?
Yeah,
I
it's
mean-
got the flute in it.
Alucard's got the
Oh
flute.
my god!
You might have thought the big key was a different chest or something.
Yeah, just like there must have been some miscommunication because Alucard do have his flute. So yeah, what happened?
There it is. Now they both have it. And there's Ether too.
Yep. Although whether heater is gonna be used or not is still up in the air.
Yeah, the big chest isn't the flute. The big key chest is, which is that one in the center there.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
The big
Those use
key
those
chest
too.
is
You
vanilla
can't play.
big key. Oh, missed the shot. Now he's on his way to the boss, Anaconda is, and he's got his flute. He's done with his dungeon.
Yep.
It looks like Alucard's
Long
gonna get the...
last.
Alucard's gonna check the big chest just to make sure, but I don't think there's anything there. Yeah, they think it's the compass.
Yeah, I think all of value has been acquired.
Not the cleanest run of this dungeon, but they're getting there. They're almost done now. And they can go check out Mire. He shoots the wall anyway.
I think there might be some frustration here. And it's kind of understandable.
Yeah, I think what they did do is try and half the dungeon and it didn't work out. He didn't end up with the big key. Forgot he needed it for the big door at the end there. Right at the end. The only dungeons you don't need that for are Swamp and Skullwoods. And Ice Palace with the bomb jump, so you can get around it there, technically.
Oh boy, better be careful with that cape. Okay, there we go. Spooty almost died against Colster because of his limited heart supply.
Well, ice is done for both teams now.
Yep.
Time for Meyer.
So I'm thinking it would have to be either a red cane or a fire rod in Meyer here.
Unless we're
Either
forgetting
clear up the
something.
surrounding areas.
I mean, if you want to be real on the runaround, it could be the boots unlocking some obnoxious place.
Oh, and that would be the worst
Could be
case
Bonk
scenario.
Cave, yeah, that's also a
Yeah,
possibility.
if they get the boots here, I'm gonna yell.
There's no way
Maybe
it's on
not.
pedestal. People are always wanting it to be on pedestal, but this is a seed that won't have that. It's impossible. So the worst thing right now, and I mean it wouldn't even be that bad, is if boots locked up something, and then you'd have the boots. So you know, like it almost pays for itself. Like that's the biggest shaft they can get currently. Something
What
pretty
were
much
the
has to be here.
dungeons again that require the pedestal? Yeah, Turtle Rock.
Turtle Rock
Yeah,
by
Turtle
itself
Rock-
shuts that out.
Yeah,
Because-
not Turtle Rock, but the pedestal cannot have the Cane of Samaria for sure.
Unless we're forgetting a location, Meyer is going to have one of those two, if not both of those items.
Yeah, there's nowhere else in the world.
So at this point, we're really winding down the seed. It's forced go mode. This is the kind of run I have all the time, where I wind up with an
Yeah.
entire inventory. I love these runs. They're the
even-
best.
Yeah, the kind of run, especially whenever you do them alone.
Yeah, that's right. It would be another 40 minutes on my clock at this point to get to this. But I'd get there eventually, right? We'll get them all. We'll check everything. Wild Anaconda picking up some blue potions real quick before he heads into, I assume, Meyer as well.
Yeah, just like so far, I've been trying to go back into playing the randomizer, and so far I haven't had a single sub 2-hour seed. Not even close.
I got 2 years of playing Triforce Hunt Logic, and have to get back to the actual proper randomizer thing.
AKA the one which is miserable and will make you hate life.
There's the big key in Meyer.
Okay, at least it was pretty quick. But we still need 2 items. Just like I'm just tempted to just take a picture of the fire rod and the Samaria cane and then just put them on a milk carton.
Yep, Wild headed into Meyer as well.
Yeah, where's problems going now? Ah, okay. I guess he just chose the wrong location.
Alucard's doing blinds while his partner figures out what's in Meyer.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Get that done.
Right now, I think what matters the most is any kind of progress until the big discovery happens.
Yep. Gotta get those dungeons wrapped up sometime.
Did anything got found in Mire so far?
Not yet, just the big key.
Still a few more chests.
Yeah, just like somehow it's all gonna wind down on the last couple of chests. Until then, all the other chests were nothing but keys.
That's
Gotta
alright.
do
We get to
this.
see the best part of Maya here, anyways. We get to watch the world's longest wall.
Well, Spooty already has a red crystal, so maybe Meyer has the other one and Bomb Fairy is actually the thing. So maybe Ice Palace was one of the reds? Maybe Meyer's the other one. Could be.
Alright, either way, we're about to get a part of the solution, because now there's like only 2 chests possible. The big chest key, the big key chest, I mean, and
Red
the
cane.
boss.
Meyer will let
Yep,
itself
there
be
it
completed.
is. Almost vanilla. Just like normally we will find the big key that will allow you to get to the chest.
I'm afraid Anaconda's gonna die if he goes back down that door. He's gonna get hit. So he got his sword out. Yeah, he got hit. Oh man. I wish he drank a potion.
God.
That's a really hard thing to dodge.
Yep. Damn these tiles.
Now, if we get the fire rod from the other one, that'll be really nice.
Yeah, all of a sudden they can do Turtle Rock, partially anyway. Like 80% of it, maybe. They can go look for the fire rod.
Yeah,
Turtle
as
Rock
long as
still
they get
works.
as long as they get a key from the compass chest, they can do some progress in Turtle Rock.
That stinking red cane doesn't open up anything else, really. That's pretty much it. So if that's all they've got for leads, it's Turtle Rock.
Yep. Like, either the first chest in Turtle Rock is gonna have an item that's vital in the obtention of the fire rod, or it's just gonna be a key that will allow you to go deep in the dungeon.
Anaconda forgot he got that chest already.
Oops. The chest I died for.
Alright, and Spoody's about to go fight Vitreous with only 7 hearts, but at least he's got the tempered sword, so he should be okay.
Yeah, he's got the cape, he's got the tempered sword, he'll be fine.
Yep.
The Bomb Fairy is honestly less likely than Turtle Rock to have it, in my opinion. But I would still check Bomb Fairy first because it's fast. Turtle Rock could easily have Fire Rod. It's got a lot of rooms that you can reach without the Fire Rod. If the keys are laid out right, you could be finding yourself at the very bottom.
Yeah, Vitreous just had the map, so that'll be it for Meyer.
There's also the Mimic Cave on the way through Turtle Rock that could have it too, so there's another bonus chest to pick up there.
Would be awful if somehow the fire rod wasn't all the way in Mimic chest. Just like that will literally be the last possible place you could get through in Turtle Rock without going with the fire rod.
It looks like Spooty's gonna go ahead and check that fairy. Spooty is on 6 crystals. He's zooming. Wild Anaconda's taking some really sinister deaths and is putting him behind. The other 2 are working on their fifth crystals as well. I think Problems is actually on his 6th now. He needs that fire rod from Mothula, and that's it. So, Bomb Fairy or Turtle Rock? What do you think?
I'm saying Turtle Rock.
You're saying
Yeah, I
Turtle
would
Rock?
think
Because
Turtle
it's
Rock as well.
26 v27, and I don't want to give it any kind of benefit of the doubt.
I'm saying Turtle Rock. I think it's gonna be nice and put it halfway down though. I don't think you're gonna have to go all the way through. I bet it's in the Chain Chomp room.
Yeah, and even then, by itself, this is a terrible place for the fire rod to be.
Here we go. Bomb Fairy. Our best shot at not going all the way up the mountain for fun. Twice.
I'm just gonna say 3 bombs and a heart piece.
5 bomb capacity and fire rod. There it is. We got some drums.
Oh! Yeah, is go mode on?
It is.
Yeah, fire rod was the final piece of the puzzle. So, Turtle Rock was a complete dud.
Unless you get Big Key on pedestal and Ganon's tower.
I mean, if boots aren't required.
That is a hell of a long shot.
If it was the case, then my god.
If boots are
That's
required,
pretty good.
they could put
Good
that
help
on the
with
pedestal.
Yeah.
How about
The
that
worst-
grand finale?
It's pretty rude.
That would be the worst fucking thing in the world. If SC did that, I will never play randomizer again. Will it be possible? Of course. Will I want to do this? Absolutely fucking not.
Well, we'll see how it goes. Vitreous is dead for problems. He's gonna go pick up his as well, and that's gonna put Green Team with a pretty solid lead here. They're at least 1 dungeon ahead now because those cold stare deaths really slowed Anaconda down. Alucard's lagging behind too.
Yeah.
Mothula is the final fight. That's not gonna be anything to speak about. That's gonna be over real fast.
Yeah. And more so with half magic, at least for problems. Because, okay, Alucard also got the double magic. So it should be easy for him too. Oh my god, watch out. Please watch out, Wild Anaconda, don't die again.
Yeah, I took a death here last race, didn't he? Somebody did.
Yeah, somebody died on Vitreous last time.
Yep.
He's
But
got
showed
him.
it this time. Even got the number of arrows down, so we can start mirroring immediately. That's dedication. See what Mothula's got.
Yeah, looks like Spoody's gonna finish first.
I hope that Red Team doesn't make the wrong call and not check Bomb Fairy. I can't imagine, but it could happen, I guess. They could go for just
Yeah, they
gamble.
could immediately go toward Turtle Rock.
That's not what I want to see. I want to see warp to number 4. There we go. All right, that's the right
Okay,
play.
alright.
They're still in
Right,
this.
we still have a race. We still have a race.
Turtle Rock would kill them at this point if they even set foot in there. They probably would just instantly lose as a result.
Yep.
Well, Skull Woods is completely done as well because Mothula had a big 20. No chests left.
Well, hey, I know
One
that
thing
the
to
last
check
seed
for.
was finished while 4 runners in 6 minutes from now. But at least we
Okay,
don't have to do
Spoody's
Turtle
gonna
Rock.
check pedestal now. We're gonna find out whether or
Yep.
not it was worth it. Whether it's
I mean-
they're gonna have to come back here. Okay, it's just money. Woo!
Yep, there we go. Just couch cash.
That's an interesting
Oh.
check. He really was worried about what I was saying could happen, I guess.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's like if the big key was gonna be like on the torch, and boots were required.
That,
Dead
Oh
rocks.
my god!
Dead rocks.
all right.
The worst possible
nice.
dead rock ever.
Not even waiting. Just get the hell out
Yeah,
of here.
just like this is shorter that way, or at the very least, it'll feel shorter.
Got places to be.
Wild Anaconda is going to finish. I mean, Red Team is practically in go mode at this point. As soon as he picks that up, it's not like Alucard has been doing anything that wasn't go mode style. Since this
Yeah.
is 2-on-2, he has the information to just clean up. He's just been working on dungeons this whole time. So, Fire
Yeah.
Rod for both teams. Let's go mode.
Yep. Glad we had the same idea.
Well, it's a grand finals. I got a drum.
Yes, everybody's got a drum.
If boots end up being required later, I'm gonna take my drum back.
That's
I will
right.
officially I will rescind my drums.
I'll just play the drums in reverse. Sounds something like this.
Yep.
Sounds like the same thing, actually. What do you know? Can I undrum?
Oh, that almost almost sounded like a tame Donald Duck.
Yeah, Donald Duck is the new Grim.
Well, folks, place your bets on where the key is. If you think boots actually are required, it would be number 3, I would imagine. Otherwise, 1 through 22, where's it at?
I remain hope with number 1.
I'm saying 15.
Honestly, the boots are probably in Ganon's tower anyway.
Yeah.
Unless they're at the bottom of Turtle Rock or something. It's pretty hard for this to be
Either
nasty.
in Turtle Rock or locked behind the green pendant.
Yeah, Sashral is trading.
Yeah, he's got the vanilla boots. What a jerk.
Yeah, I mean, it would be possible.
Yeah, right now,
Come on,
Problems
Seed,
has to
do
finish
not
off.
disappoint. Do what you think is right. Oh, alright, so let's check out the... Oh, okay, so Spoody's not gonna check out the right wing first.
He's going straight left.
He's going for the most possible openings that can see the most results.
Yeah, I guess.
No boots
I mean,
needed.
Problems is not too far behind, so there's at least that. So it's just like, all right, you take, I take right, you take left, and of course the answer is gonna be oh.
There's enough small keys that a key being on that thing doesn't matter at all. He'll be alright without
Yeah.
boots.
He's fine.
Yeah, and there's many locked doors that are completely ignorable.
There's the gold sword.
Oh, butter sword.
Chest 7. We've got the big key
Oh,
already.
chest 7.
Wow.
Holy shit. That was 2
Really good
times
Ganon
Ganon towers in a row. Holy shit.
Here's a bunch of keys and a sword.
Yeah.
Go nuts.
So yeah, Spoody, somehow you did the right call. Congrats.
Well, it's looking real good for green team right now.
Yeah, that could
Real,
cost.
real good.
That could
Yeah,
really
they
hurt
got
red
this in
team even
control.
more.
I think the only thing that might set them back is if Spoody dies.
Anaconda took a nasty death on Cold Stare. He had some other troubles as well. That really put him behind. I think he'd be in first right now if not for that.
Mhm.
And if they go right in Ganon's tower, they're going to lose even more time.
Yep. Because as far as I know, there's nothing of value on the right side.
It wouldn't even matter if it was the boots. It would have to be the silver arrows to make up the time he'd lose.
Yeah.
Spoody with 7 hearts is trying to crawl through this tower. I hope he bought some safeties. He's got the
Yeah,
powder. He's
because
gonna...
it's- Yeah, but he has to make it to the anti-fairies first.
Yeah, he'll get one every floor, a full heal. So once he's get through the gauntlet, he'll be safe. Honestly, that's really the dangerous
Yeah.
part. And that's this.
Yeah, the gauntlet is always scary, and especially if you cannot take any hits.
Yeah. There is also the fairy room before the gauntlet, but
Yeah, but
you would have to bomb
Yeah.
jump.
Just
Yeah,
like,
without
hey,
boots, it's a
the-
pain.
Yeah, it's just like you're gonna have to take damage in order to get to the fairies. Right, 2 hearts
so
and a
good.
half. Oh,
Ooh,
1
taking a
heart
hit.
and a half, but only 1 room left until sweet healing.
He's gonna heal with his potion. Nice work.
Yeah,
All right,
That's-
he's
that's
got
a
to
it
good
was,
save.
call.
yeah, it was needed because there was way too many chances that he would have been hit like by the laser because by the time he will get his footing back into the highs.
Well, red team is in bad shape here. They're a couple minutes behind, all told. It would take a real big mistake from Problems to lose to these two at this point. He's got some lead on him. Spoody's got no health, really, but I mean, he's probably fine, too. And he's going to clear
Yeah.
first in that case.
Yeah. I mean, if you don't get hit, you don't need hearts.
That's right. The gold sword's a nice thing to not get hit with, too. It's going to be an easy first 3 phase on Ganon.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about the spinning part, and that messed up Problems last time. But I think he's going to be extra careful this run.
Yeah.
He's got low health as well coming in.
Yeah. I don't know if he's got a potion on him. I assume he does.
Yeah, he probably does. If he didn't have any potions, he would not have walked through all of the spikes the way he did.
Anaconda
Maybe
got the
he
big key.
doesn't, because he's still not showing any sign of healing, and it's not as if he can heal in that incoming room.
He's trying to scrounge up like a single heart.
Oh my god.
to
That
get
was
him out of the
some
danger zone.
really sick dodging.
Anaconda taking a lot of damage on the gauntlet here too.
Man, this is gonna be rough for Problems. He's got to flawless this gauntlet.
Yeah. Or hope that a fairy's gonna spawn.
It would be nice if we could get at least one heart here, that they just don't want to drop any for him.
Ah. Come on, give us something.
Problems is really.
Oh my god, give us
pushing
a
it here.
heart.
Wild Anaconda
bug
also
net.
coming in injured.
Booty can finally grab some fairies.
Yep.
Keep him in a bottle for later.
Oh,
there's a
here's
heart.
but can he get
He's
it
going
without?
for it.
Oh my god, he took the heart and then immediately got hit.
Net
Oh,
gain of
jeez.
nothing.
That was like a microsecond thing.
Oh no! He couldn't
Ah,
hit
the
that dude.
freaking ice.
Man,
Nice.
Problems gets sent back to the
Nope.
bottom. What a journey.
Yep.
One more heart from the validation chest. This could be big.
Spooty almost has his first line of hearts. Alright.
I love that Spooty of all people is doing the best here with the lowest health.
Yeah.
Well, he has the most health out of all of them now. They're all dying except for him.
Yep. Hey, you should go get some heal. I don't need heals. Okay. I don't think that's how Spooty talks, but hey, whatever. That's how he sounds like now.
We have Lamolus Wild Anaconda in second place now, solidly, because Problems took a death there in the tower, where it's pretty nasty deaths, costly. At least some
Yeah.
serious time.
Alright, good fight for Spooty on Aghanim 2.
When you're
For
skipping
Ganon
through
fight.
Ice Palace, getting back down to Cold Stare isn't incredibly huge on time sync, but he still lost a couple minutes. Might have made it all right back there, right there against Problems. But
Yeah.
that doesn't help him catch up to Spooty any. Spooty's fighting Ganon already.
Yep. Okay. Now this time, Problem is going to the gauntlet with way more health. So it's not going to be as much of a thriller this time. Oh my
Oh,
god,
no.
what the hell was that?
This one
The
Wizrobe,
timing on that block.
the Wizrobe who just won't die.
Yeah, just like I'm finally starting to use the strategy of using the red cane in order to clear that one room with the conveyor belt. And yeah, until that I finally tried doing that, I never knew that the shots of the wizards will cancel your blasts.
Also the spike moving back and forth too. It was
Yeah.
like a frame perfect drop. Frame perfect block there. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, Spooty is almost to the final phase. Yep, there we go. Last call. Okay, so the arrows were in the tower again. Wait, not again. Earlier they were in Mire.
Yeah. If they're in the tower, they're probably in the back end somewhere. We would have
Yeah.
found them easy.
Or on the west
Oh
wing.
no, Spooty!
Oh,
Spooty falls.
jeez!
Oh, he fell.
Ganon.
Oh man,
Uh-oh.
green team with Ganon falls today.
Oh, this is rough.
Yep.
That's gonna
this
Yeah,
is
eat
gonna
but
the
kill
right.
the
team.
lead.
We have a race again.
I can't believe
This
this.
is real
Because
bad.
now Wild Anaconda is almost in first place.
Yeah, this is really close because Wild's gonna have an easy time with all those hearts too. I mean, if everything goes perfect from here on out, it's gonna be really hard to call who's gonna win this now.
Yeah, with that said, however, Alucard is in trouble, but at least he's bought potions.
Yep, he's behind Problems still, even with everything that's happened. He's still got some distance to cover.
Oh
If-
man.
If the silver arrows are one room further in, red team could have won just by picking those up, maybe.
Possible.
But it's just impossible to make that call without, you know, information about the other
Yeah.
team, which they don't have. They only have each other to communicate with.
Yeah, just like as far as As far as they know, I don't think that anybody knew that they were going like east and everything. It's just like they just ended up doing the calls that they had to do.
Yep.
Mhm.
There is like no reason at all to look for silvers back there when you already have the big key. That's just the way it is.
Yeah.
Alright, Wild is about ready for his
All
gun
right,
fight
and
now.
Spoody's back at the same point that he was.
Spoody's on phase 3 here. It's time for the spins. He missed his first one. He's got to do 12 of these.
Doesn't have the half magic either.
Yeah, but
He's got any blue
with
potion?
the torch glitch, however, you should be okay, especially if you use a lantern.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
it's not so bad. I'm thinking that Alucard is just too far behind being an entire floor back. It's just not enough.
Yeah.
I mean, Problems ironically had problems last time too, so we don't know.
Yeah.
If he falls on Ganon,
Ganon.
that might even it up. But even now, Spoody
Yeah.
is still slightly ahead. He's going to be 30 seconds up.
Yeah, Spoody should be first to finish.
Yep.
So he
Unless that
falls again.
unless that a catastrophe happens. Ooh.
That's the same place it happened last time too.
Ganon's exploding. Spoody is done.
There we
There
go.
it is.
135.50 or something.
Spoody's time is 136 even. First place.
Thank you, your quest is over.
The clock is running, as it were. Every second that goes by before Wilding kind of finishes is what's going to be held against Alucard, who needs to get third. And he's not in place to get third right now, so they got a problem. Also, he
Yeah,
didn't get the
he's-
torch glitch, so he's got another problem.
Oh,
It's-
go.
It's really annoying when you don't have that glitch. That glitch helps a lot.
Yeah.
This sword fight, like, it's not so bad with the bow, but when you have to do the spins, it's really tedious.
Yeah. And finally, he doesn't have double magic, so it's gonna complicate matters even more.
Yep, if you're using the lamp to do it, it's hard to get 2 spins every time all of a sudden when you always could do it normally.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just like you barely have enough time.
There, he didn't have enough time.
Yep.
Yep. Oh,
The
man.
importance of the torch glitch.
Ooh, Alucard gets knocked off from Moldorm. That's
Oh,
gonna be
boy.
bad.
Problems is almost here. Phase 4.
Yep. Yep, there we go. Final phase.
Oh no! Hit him too early. Watch your mana.
Yeah, if you run this out of mana, I think this fight's over.
This fight's over anyway. Wild Anaconda
Oh,
is second.
alright.
Second place.
Yeah, 137 something. Yeah.
Problems finishes now though. That's it. That's the green team's win.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
it's just like the only way that red team could win is if Problems does the same as last game and falls off. But even then, he's got the torch glitch going, so that should diminish the chances of bad things happening.
That cold stare death. That totally made the difference here. That was a lot of time lost, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And that they banked on cold stare. They just thought he had something, and they would have known if he didn't die to him. That really hurt him.
Right, Problems is wrapping up.
Problems
Yep,
it is.
there we go. It's done.
Problems and Spoody, Link to the Past randomizer champions.
Yep.
138.35 with a combined time of 3 hours, 14 minutes, and 35 seconds.
So yeah, all hail your champions.
But I think they deserve some drums for that.
Yep.
I broke my drums. They don't work. Nah, here you go. Drums.
Drums for everyone.
We made it. After 71
Drums!
games. Actually, 76 technically. We did it. Problems and Spoody. They lost one today. Otherwise, they were undefeated until today. They lost the first one today. They were 1-1 coming in here on this rematch. They have beaten so many opponents, man, to get here.
Almost unstoppable. Hot damn.
Yep, almost, but not quite. But the way that they came back from defeat has just further cemented their status as champions.
The only team that beat them is the team that ended up in second place regardless, so hats off to them,
Yep.
too. Holy crap. Clawing their
Good
way
game
back up
to
from losers
everybody.
bracket.
Hey, good game, guys.
Well done.
My heart.
Yeah, you can finally relax. It's over. You are the winners.
You can finally sleep. It's probably like, what, 4 a.m.?
Almost 4 a.m. Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, you know, you could have slept a lot earlier.
Yeah, if I didn't choke on the in the first race. I think. I mean, there's no. You know.
It's
smooth
okay.
talking
I fell off on Ganon to even it out. You know,
Yeah.
totally
I mean,
intentionally, just being a good guy. You know, supportive of my teammate.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Not-
I support my
Totally not me, like just trying to ready a spin to try and get a triple hit on that cycle and bouncing off Ganon into the pit. No.
You
no,
gave
no.
us
It
a
was
bit of a scare there.
I mean, there's no smooth talking it. I single-handedly lost us this first race. Like that was so bad. I don't know what was wrong. It was just one of those runs where you mess up everything.
Red team had some rough deaths in this one.
Yeah, they had
It was a
fair
rough
death.
seed, like being forced to do
So
like
weird. Yeah.
land moas with nothing but fighter sword is really weird.
I had the
Yeah.
cane of Burnout, but you never had that. So
Yeah. I thought I was gonna die in every freaking dungeon when it was like, well, I guess I'm doing the third dungeon in a row on 5 hearts and green mail, like, because Probs apparently checked everywhere that had hearts, and I just got no health for the entire run.
Yeah. Lake Cave, that was what, 2 full heart containers and 2 half?
Yeah, he's like
containers?
telling me where he found all the health, and I'm like, well, that's a million years out of the way. I would never go
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Yep. And with that, everybody is done.
jeez.
Final times for
What a
this
race.
one: 3 hours 14:35 versus 3 hours 19:25. I'll pull them up here as well.
Fighter Sword Lando is vanilla, but you have bow or ice rod for it in vanilla is the thing.
A good game, everybody.
But like ice
Yeah.
rod's a million times better.
And what's somehow
Okay,
worse than
Lando.
the vanilla Lambola fight?
I had cane of Burnout, which makes this fight piece
I mean,
easy, but
Yeah, you can definitely do worse than Fighter Sword Land Molas. Like I've been forced to fight him with bombs before, and that's
What?
not fun. That's not fun.
that is definitely not fun.
Yeah, I was wondering if that's the way this was going to be for a while there.
GG's, guys.
GG.
Yeah,
GG's.
GG's rough seed, but you know, I think fitting for the grand finals.
Looks like we weren't too far off. Yeah.
It was one of those 100. We had 100% clear. We checked everything except Turtle Rock.
Yeah, I
But-
think we were probably in that boat. Although G Tower was pretty fast for us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we had to quick Ganon Towers today.
yeah, early big keys, relatively
Mm.
at least.
We thought you
I-
might get tripped up by Mirror at Catfish.
Yeah, that
we
did
got
stall
that
us.
fairly
bro.
early.
Oh, nice.
We got that fairly late, actually, but after
Yeah.
that, at least we went straight to split swamp and ice.
Yeah, thankfully for you, the mirror was not really necessary to have that early because there was no big items or something that required you to have the mirror immediately.
It was basically after the mirror, it also got very, very linear.
Well, yeah.
Correct.
Since we had checked everything except the where the mirror was, like, yeah. After the mirror, it's just like, okay, well, I go check the mirror spots. Oh, there's flippers. I go into swamp. Oh, there's
Oh.
bow.
Go to pod.
I go to pod. There's
That worked
flute.
out really
The
well.
flute that I missed the first time there.
That worked
You
so
okay, let's
well
go to
for you.
Meyer. Like it just yeah. Just all
Did you
fell into
guys
place
get-
after that.
Did you guys get tripped up by the cane then?
Not really. I mean, honestly, it worked out well for us because we both made the same play. Like, we both went into Swamp, and then, like, I did West Wing, and he did, like, the end part of it.
Oh,
And, like, we both went into Pod and, like, split the work. It was an interesting strategy.
I can think of a
Huh.
couple mistakes that really hurt you. The cold stare death was the big one, but
ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, a cold stare death. Yeah, that's
forgetting
yeah.
the key for Palace of Darkness slowed you up a little bit too.
Oh, hey, Probs did that earlier today. Or was that yesterday? Can't remember.
And then it was
I know, you did on the
time
weekly,
loss,
right?
but we died at Landmo as well.
Oh yeah,
That Landmo fight was terrible.
yeah, the vanilla one.
Yeah.
Worse than vanilla. We didn't have bow or ice rod or anything. We're
Yeah,
just
it was
poking him
just-
with
There
a
was
plastic
Blue
stick.
Cane. Blue Cane was, but I didn't have that going into
I,
it.
I
Yeah,
had it,
I didn't
Spooty
have that.
didn't.
I had
Gotcha.
4 hearts, a plastic sword, and a dream.
Oh jeez, I had like 8 hearts or something in that fight.
And so you're the guy who went South Shore. I see.
I did
That's
down
me.
on 4 hearts, which was terrifying. Probably the scariest thing I've ever had to do in a rando run. Like, I just had hookshot out and was iframing through so much in Thieves Town just to keep myself alive.
Well, thanks for staying up all night doing another one for me, everybody. Nice work.
It was good fun.
Spooty. Way to win. You made it. Now you don't have to train anymore for this. Isn't that nice?
What's our prize? What do we get?
I usually give out Steam games, and I probably will to the top 3, which means Terra and the other team. You guys were third, right? Let me see.
I was kind of joking with that. I was expecting,
No,
like, you know.
I mean, no,
bragging
I
rights.
always give out like $30 gifts to number 1 and 2, and $20 to number, like, the runner-ups, and then 10 to the thirds. So you can expect that from me. I'll PM you about it. So nice
Okay.
work.
All right.
It's very kind.
Yeah.
Thanks.
As for me,
Thank
the
you.
only prize that I can give is this.
Congratulations to Problems IRL and Spooty Biscuit for winning the tournament.
That's amazing.
It's over, and it's well due to be over, honestly. I expected this one to be done in September, but what are you going to do? It happens. But thanks for playing. It was fun to host.
Yeah, it's a blast to
Watch it
play. Like,
participate. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, like doing this co-op thing with Krabs has been a ton of fun. It's fun to bully this nerd, you know?
I
Yeah,
got
it was-
to
it
start
was
a new
fun.
meme with Wild, where basically he betrays me in every rando.
Becomes a 1v1v2.
It becomes a 1v1v2.
Oh, we
where
have
he
that
just
happen a
tries
lot,
to
though,
beat
too.
me.
Props does that all the time. Props always tries to get me to pick up the single arrow in practice runs, and he keeps telling me he would never do it in a tournament match. But I'm never quite sure.
No, I'm not
Like,
going to do it in the
He
tournament.
just
man.
always tells me, "Oh, I found the silvers. They're here," and then I pick it up, and it's
Yeah, it's
a
like
singular vampire
so it's
skewer.
like silver's on bottle vendor, and then he picks it up and it's like, you asshole.
Yeah, but it's just like when the single heroine is on the pedestal, it gets such a triumphant name, the Vampire Skewer. So you have to pick it up.
Single arrow is a great meme.
It's an amazing meme.
As long as you beat somebody else, you don't
I
come
mean,
in last.
really, as someone's pointing out in chat, I think we're all winners because we all had a flawless 0 bonk run.
That's right.
I
don't
was
know where
wondering
the
if you
boots
guys
are.
picked up silvers or
No.
And
boots.
No.
Yeah.
Apparently they were
Silvers
in,
were apparently in tower.
yeah, apparently
Yep.
somewhere in there.
yeah,
As
they're
for the
somewhere in the
boots-
back of the tower, and with the big key being so early, there's like no way of making
No
the way
way.
to it.
Unfortunately, nobody could figure out where the boots are, and we have no clue where they were.
Probably
Well,
in T-Rock.
We pretty much full cleared everything in the world other than we never got into Turtle Rock, and because like Kane was pretty much our go mode, and then Ganon's Tower. So they're somewhere dumb and out of the way where no one in their right mind would find them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fire Rod was really convenient right after Meyer.
hmm Yeah, we were concerned that the fire
Yeah,
Or
for a
the-
second.
maybe pointing us to Turtle Rock and Fire Rod was in there. But...
Whole chat was banking on Turtle Rock. And
Yeah,
we
I
were
was
honestly...
banking on Turtle Rock too.
You checked the pedestal. Were you expecting the boots to be there?
Yeah, I was gonna skip it, but Probs was like, no, check the pedestal, make sure it's not boots in case it's Big Key on Torch. I'm like, well, that's a pretty fringe case, but okay, I'll, if it'll help you focus on the rest of the run, sure. It'll make
I mean, if the boots are actually there and the big key ends up on the torch, at least we know what to do, right? We won't waste time. We won't waste time in Games Tower, and we won't waste time in T-Rock. I mean, it's a really niche case, but
yeah, it's fair.
Wild was in Ganon's Tower, like, as I was getting to Mothula, So like we just said go left and do like the dark magician strat, like go to the Stalfos room and check the torch along the way, and then I can check pedestal if it's not there, if like Big Key's on the torch, and he can continue clearing G Tower. So like the timing worked out for that, but it was still kind of overall too slow.
You know everyone was hoping for those boots on that pedestal.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of secretly hoping that the boots will be required in Ganon's tower and so
I was
just
expecting
in
it.
order to make it like a grand finale.
Well, it was
It
really
was a pretty
good.
rough scene though.
Really good
Oh yeah,
performance
that
from everybody
scene
here.
was mean.
Yeah, it was. It was confusing, and then like we were losing track of what needed to be checked. It was Cold Stare. We were worried Cold Stare would have an item that after we saw a death to him, that he would have the same thing that happened with Blind last time, and he'd have an item and the other team wouldn't get it for a long time. But it was just powder.
Mhm. Which led to vanilla half magic at least.
Half magic.
Yeah, vanilla.
Yep.
Yeah.
And almost vanilla cane of some Mario too. Just like instead of being in the big key chest, it was in the chest with the big key.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
Sure
hey,
love
thanks for
getting
playing,
sent on all
guys.
the fetch quest missions this seed too, while Probs just got tankier and I'm sitting here at my board. Oh, here's shovel, here's mushroom, and it's all worthless.
That was pretty much me too, but I had the hearts since I did the South Shore.
Oh yeah, I also liked how come everybody was just checking out on Zora at the very beginning and farming money just in order to notice. All right, for your $500, I'll give you 300 back.
It's a good deal. I think you should take
Yeah,
it.
it was pretty trolly, especially because it all came down in the end. I assume for the other team as well, to Zora versus Desert,
Oh, Zora ruled.
right? So one guy would go to Zora and one to Desert naturally, and it's just really annoying.
Well, I didn't have the sword going into Landmo, nor the Burna when I went for Desert.
Yeah,
I
I
just
didn't.
got the mushroom and left.
Yeah, that was me the first time too, because yeah, I found the hook shot and I'm like, should I go to Death Mountain? Nah, I'm here anyway. I should check Desert. And I just got the mushroom and then checked that before going up mountain, and it was just like this huge waste of time.
A story from the start of Alucard collecting money everywhere, Houlihan room and everything. Grinds up to 600, goes all the way up and visits the potion shop, turns in the mushroom, gets another 300.
I was so mad,
Yeah.
but I bought a potion, so that was
That's
nice.
right, yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, might as well.
Yeah, I bought a blue potion that ended up being used to restore 3 hearts against blind.
Nice.
Well spent.
Quality.
Worth every penny.
At least you didn't die, so it was worth it.
Yeah,
Well, folks, I'm
if
gonna
you
drop
I
could
think I
Yeah.
ended up not even needing the potion. Or, no, I think I might have finished him with sword beam, so I guess I probably did.
I'm gonna drop the racer names here. You go and give them a follow for more of this, and if you're looking for more link to the past tournaments, there is no shortage of them. There won't be another one here, at least not in the foreseeable future. I'm always running some kind of tournament. My next one is not going to be linked to the past, at least not exclusively. It's going to be something else. So that's not my content usually. I was happy to host it though. It was fun. Thanks for joining me, everybody.
Yeah, thanks for
And
having
thanks
it.
for hosting it again. Yeah, it was a
thanks
ton
for
of fun.
hosting.
Like I said,
Great
my next
tournament.
one's going to be like, I did a mystery tournament where I basically jump 3 challenges from random games on people right before they go live, and they don't know what they are until they're already started. I'm going to do that again, so that's next for me.
That's sick.
Write down blind with 4 hearts is one of the challenges.
I mean, it's not a bad idea.
Blind with the hammer with 4 hearts.
Stuff like that, yeah. It's usually like a 15-minute set of challenges. Like it takes like 45 minutes to do all 3 of them. That's the idea. So it would be things like beat stage 1 of like Ninja Turtles, and then you'd switch over to Tetris and do some lines, stuff like that.
Cool.
Well, I'm gonna host some random person, and I'll have this on YouTube, and I am gonna contact you guys because I do give prizes out. I think I had that in the description. I didn't really mention that because it encourages some esports style play.
Yeah.
You know, but,
I'll be honest, I don't think I ever read the rules. Props was just like, hey, come play this with me. I'm like, okay.
yeah. Well, that's fine.
I mean, that's not a bad mindset to have.
Thanks for coming, everybody. Thanks for watching, folks. And like I said, if you're looking for more randomizer, there's a big tournament, there's a secondary tournament, and there's probably 3 other tournaments I can't even think of right now going on. And there's the lttp randomizer channels just got lit up, so there's like 6 of those to follow now. Not to mention Randomizer Mania and Speed Gaming. And thanks for the subs. Problems too. I'll see you all next time. Take it easy.
Yeah, see ya.
See you, GG's.
Peace.